His most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. With a new school year starting soon, more than 20 states today sue the Trump administration over frozen funding for school programs. Georgia is not part of the lawsuit, but State Senator Rashawn Kemp says this money is vital for success in our schools.
I'm calling on the Trump administration and the Office of OMB to release these funds, stop playing games, and let Georgia's children learn and districts prepare.
Georgia School Superintendent Richard Woods also calls on the Trump administration to release the money to ensure the success of our students. As the war between Russia and Ukraine drags on, President Trump today expresses his frustration with Russia.
I'm disappointed in President Putin because I thought we would have had a deal 2 months ago, but it doesn't seem to get there.
During a meeting with the head of NATO today, the president says he plans to hit Russia with additional tariffs if there's no deal to end the war in 50 days. Trump also announces he's going to send U.S. weapons to NATO, which will then be transferred to Ukraine. The feds put the brakes on alleged drug trafficking by 2 DeKalb County auto mechanics.
2 arrests within an hour, each suspect driving with stacks of illicit drugs packed in their vehicles. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Atlanta says law enforcement zeroed in on an auto repair shop in DeKalb County, pulling over one of its mechanics, Daniel Santana Lopez. A search revealed a whopping 1,000 kilograms of methamphetamine. Later, officers performed a stop of another mechanic's car, Jared Thompson of Snellville. His vehicle had 140 kilos of meth and a gun. Both men have been indicted by a federal grand jury. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
The Athens-Clarke County Sheriff blames fentanyl overdoses for recent deaths and medical emergencies at the jail.
It's not all gloom and doom. I want you all to definitely be aware of the many things that we are doing to try to prevent tragedies such as these.
Sheriff John Williams says they're putting a major emphasis on keeping drugs from being smuggled into the jail. A 31-year-old inmate died last week at the jail, and on the same day, 2 others had to be treated for possible drug overdoses. 2 other inmates died earlier this year. It is now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather and in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Alex Williams.
All right, a little bit of better news over there in Decatur, Bill. The crash I-20 westbound, Candler Road exit 65. Now just blocking 1 right lane at times 2 just for some tow truck maneuvers there. But before you get there, you got a right lane stall 20 westbound outside the perimeter at Wesley Chapel Road exit 68, keeping you on the brake pedal back at Panola Road. Better news in Clayton County down in Forest Park. They have cleared up that crash that was blocking the 75 north ramp to 285 west. That ramp is still open, or is now open, and we're still slow in northern Gwinnett County with right lane construction 85 southbound approaching Hamilton Mill Road, exit number 120. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, hot and humid today. Only a slim chance of an isolated rain shower, high 96. Lows tonight in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with scattered pop-up storms, high 94. Partly cloudy on Wednesday, high 93, with afternoon pop-up showers and thunderstorms.
94 right now in Snellville, also 94 in Fayetteville. It's 90 in Waleska. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host today, Tim Andrews. Also joining us, Autumn Fisher, the man behind the glass, George Clark, and of course, Jared Yamamoto.
You know, Tim, I'm disappointed in the station today at WSB.
Why is that?
Well, today's National Nude Day, and nobody's playing along here in the newsroom. Bill Caiaccio walking with clothes on.
I saw Alex Williams with his shirt off. Did it have anything to do with that?
I think that's close, but he's supposed to be fully nude. Today is National Nude Day, and nobody's playing along.
On.
That counts.
Okay, all right. That's at least you're getting there, but you're not completely nude yet.
I don't see the feed on the super secret video feed, though. I mean, come on.
Well, I'm in a basement.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to use the bandwidth to use the camera.
She's in a basement and doesn't want to use the bandwidth. All right, I'll put my feet
Not
up there
wearing
later.
Shoes.
It's all right. It counts.
Is everything okay, Autumn?
I mean, yeah.
She sold them to buy Christmas presents for her kids. It's too soon to talk about that. You know, as the show progresses, I'll take off an article of clothing to make you feel more comfortable. Because there's nothing like a middle-aged, or maybe a little bit older than that, fat guy sitting in a radio studio with no shirt on, a la Bert Kreischer, the comedian who never wears a shirt for some reason.
Hey, listen, that's imagery that Atlanta needed to see there, Tim. That's exactly what
They
need.
have seen it.
Yeah, they have seen it. Yeah, so I'll take it off, and we'll go from there. And then, Jared will be sated with his nude fetish.
Well, Jared, why are you wearing clothes?
Yeah, you're the one who has a
As
great
somebody
body.
that delivers the news, guys, somebody has to be the responsible one that remains clothed. So as the news deliverer, I figured it was my responsibility to keep the clothes on.
Hey,
If that
y'all,
makes
I
any-
wish I had known. I would have done my live stream without a shirt on.
Thank you, Eric Erickson.
Too bad I'm not live. You can tune in later. I'll have my shirt off and a tie around my neck, and you'll be able to listen to me talk about everything. Sean Hannity here, anyway.
What about Shelley?
I'll take my shirt off later, and I'll be hatless. So there certainly has to be more to talk about than today being Nude Day.
There certainly is.
The research is in, and after careful calculation, it's
like
called George's Stuff.
Nude stuff. It is interesting to me, back to this nude thing for a second, that National Nude Day, or is it international?
It's just national.
Okay.
It's not a the French, for example, do not celebrate National Nude
You would
Day.
think
At least today.
You think that they would. It might not go over very well in Afghanistan.
Fine. If you want to be nude, you are nude. It's fine.
So take off your clothes, eh?
We don't need the whole day like the American.
It's Nude Week.
Yes.
Nude whenever, because who cares?
Who celebrates this, or what is this all about?
Nobody. This is fake
Okay.
news.
Well, hang on to the National Day of the, nationalday.com actually celebrates it. Then they also have National Tape Measure Day.
I don't want to
See,
be
this
there
is
for Tape
garbage.
Measure Day, Autumn.
That's not the same days.
No, I hope
It
not.
is. They are on the same.
It should be two birds.
And
Yeah.
then National Shark Awareness Day. There's a lot of things
so there's
going
lots
on.
going
I am
on.
aware of sharks.
The nude
They
shark.
exist. They
With a
don't
tape
wear
measure.
any clothes ever.
No, they don't. And their skin, it's so sharp. All right, what's in Georgia stuff?
Well, I think this is probably the biggest news of the weekend here. Obviously, Beyonce's been in town for the whole weekend, and her final show is tonight. I can tell you, I went and picked my lovely wife up at the airport yesterday, and I was in the Beyonce crowd.
Yeah.
They were all
You were in the
going-
crowd at the stadium?
You
drove through the
traffic,
stadium.
the traffic around the
Oh, I
stadium.
see, I
and,
see.
and, man, number one, those fans are diehard. I got to give it to them.
Sure.
Bravo to the Cowboy Carter fans. But then also, they bottled up traffic on the west side. It took me 45 minutes just to get to the airport.
I mean,
for my
obviously,
part,
she
so.
is the biggest artist in the country behind Taylor Swift,
Hands
right?
down, hands down.
She's the biggest. She's the last of that 90s girl group thing. I mean, she went solo a long time ago, but she's absolutely a huge star. Does a great show. People from all walks of life love her, and now she's a #1 country artist, a Grammy-winning country artist, so she's bringing that audience with her if she got new audience from that. So tonight's the last night. Jay-Z showed up.
Yeah, Jay-Z was there last night, so that was a nice surprise. She's had a lot of she's had a lot of surprises. In fact, other cities have been getting jealous of Atlanta because Jay-Z came out. Jay-Z hasn't been at the other shows, and apparently she has a new golden horse that she unveiled.
Is it a real horse?
No. It's like kind of similar to the car. Remember the car a couple weeks ago?
So
that was
she's floating over the crowd on a golden horse.
on a golden horse.
Yeah, be careful.
And people in Houston were very upset. They were like, "What the hell? We didn't get the golden horse treatment." And some of the other cities that she had gone to before were upset that Atlanta got the first look at the new golden
Shouldn't
horse.
it have been a goat? What, Autumn?
Why? Why is it a
Well,
goat?
she's the goat.
The golden horse sounds like a sexual something.
To you.
I gave her the golden horse.
Yeah, I gave her the golden horse. She's going to fly it over. Watch out for the poop.
That's really good Jay-Z.
I used to do them all the time on previous radio show I was on.
Yeah. So we'll see whether or not Jay-Z shows up again tonight. You got to think after 4 shows in Atlanta, or this being her 4th, she's going to bring it.
Is this the last night of her tour?
It's not the last night of her tour, but the last night here in Atlanta.
Nah, she's just gonna go. You know what I mean? Like bring it. Like she's just gonna go. It's her last night.
do her
She's
thing.
got she's got another show next weekend or whatever. Yeah.
I think
I'll be there tonight too.
Yeah.
with the golden horse and everything. So
I love Jay-Z. So
for the Beyonce.
Do you?
yes, I do. I ever since he played with Fish.
I don't know.
He did
I
90
know that like he does a lot of his stuff is freestyle, which is impressive, but
I like his voice. I've always liked his
I'm
voice.
bored.
Huh?
I like Tupac way more.
Well, yeah, Tupac is Tupac. I mean, that's a completely different era. And it's completely, I mean, Tupac is amazing, but I'm just saying that I've always liked Jay-Z's voice. I like that he's from New York. I like that whole New York thing. Yeah, I like the Yankees. Oh, my Dominicanos. That's a great song that he does with Alicia Keys. It's pretty amazing.
What do you think about all the stuff with him getting mixed up with Diddy?
I don't know anything about that or care.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. Is he mixed up with Diddy? I think he's
a little bit. Yeah, they're. I mean, they did a lot of hanging out, obviously, like with parties.
Yeah, we were friends.
And then there's some, one of those. It's from TikTok, but these
Sure.
things where he's opened the door from his hotel room to say hi to Diddy, and then you look in the background of the people that are in the room, and it's like kids or something, and you're like,
well, he's a mentor.
Exactly. He's been training lots of young, aspiring musicians.
Come to rap camp.
Yeah, just like what they did with Usher. Gain legal custody of him and then have him live there. It's like
what happened? I don't know anything about it. I don't know this backstory of stuff.
Yeah, it's with Usher and with Bieber too.
Bieber,
right?
I do know, but that was with Diddy, right?
Yeah, I think Diddy.
They what?
They spent a weekend together.
Yes, but he also took him under his wing and made him hugely popular.
Yeah, and with Usher, it was Jermaine Dupri.
Okay.
And he lived at his house, and then he was underage and was being involved in a world that maybe he wasn't ready for. And I think that there was other things, but I've been wrong so often lately. People are calling in the open mics, telling me I'm afraid to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think Usher.
That's not a good.
I would say
that's not a good observation, Autumn.
I would say Usher. I mean, he did the Super Bowl recently. I mean, he's been doing just fine. He hasn't.
No, I'm not saying that he's not successful. I'm saying that there have been some strange goings on, when he was young.
I see.
Well, I'm going to say right now, back off of Jay-Z because I got his back.
Oh shoot! Okay.
He needs me. He needs me to protect him. What else is in Georgia stuff?
Well, Jon Ossoff is officially.
What about Jon Ossoff?
He is officially on the campaign trail. His Senate seat is up for grabs in 2026.
Is he still talking monotone when he's out delivering his speeches?
Oh, you be the judge right now. So he's called number one. We'll get to the Marjorie Taylor Greene part in a second. He called Marjorie Taylor Greene out by name, but he called out Donald Trump with the Epstein list here. This is interesting.
President Trump promised to end the wars.
No.
He promised to release the Epstein files.
Oh.
Did anyone really think the sexual predator president who used to party with Jeffrey Epstein was going to release the Epstein files?
Ooh, got him.
Yeah. He really did go to the How to Speak Like Obama school.
That sounded just like he was doing an impression.
Yes, it did. Yeah. So, Donald Trump, did anybody think he would release those files? And. Come on.
The fact that he had that crowd going like that, because again, right now,
how many people was that? 20?
He had a lot of people down in Savannah, so more than I expected for Jon Ossoff. I'm just telling you, Jon Ossoff to me is not a very exciting politician, but there are very few.
Limitless energy coming from him whenever he speaks.
Right.
It's very exciting.
He's always, just always brings the energy every time he's out there.
I told you the time that I met him in the studio. Oh, he was walking around out there in the office. I went up and I said, "Oh, it's nice to meet you, Senator. I do an impression of you on the show that I'm on." And he just stared at me and went, "I'll have to ask my staff to get some audio of that." And I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Because I told Kemp, he goes, "Well, let's do it right now."
Ossoff was looking dead into your soul like
he
that.
was. He was staring right through me. It was scary.
He does do that. I remember when he ran for the 6th district against Karen Handel.
Yeah,
at
it
the
was
time.
a long time ago.
And that was a while ago. And he did the same thing. He looked like I was part of the media panel while he was doing his debate here at WSB.
Sure, I remember that.
And I was I asked him a couple of follow-up questions, and when he answered, he just straight through me.
I can see right through your head.
And I'm like, okay, Mr. Ossoff at the time. All right.
But that is a good line. We'll talk more about it, in a little bit, talking about what's going on with this whole ridiculous Epstein story.
Yeah.
That's never going to end. Please stop talking about it.
It is never going to end. Ossoff, while in Savannah, did call out Marjorie Taylor Greene as well, too, and kind of agreed with some of her principles here, too.
I was watching part of an interview with Marjorie Taylor Greene, which you never know what you're going to get. But just a few weeks ago, Marjorie said of the Trump administration, she said, we, as in MAGA, Marjorie said, we've been in power for 6 months, and I was so excited in the beginning, thinking there's nothing we can't do. And then Marjorie said, but 6 months in, there's literally nothing we can do.
Well, he does make a point. What do you think about that, MTG?
I don't think he can't keep his mouth shut.
So now you're back on
Team
Team
If he wants
MAGA.
to say something to me, he can say something to my face.
Well, he did. This is what he said to you.
And by the way, Marjorie, it's
What?
not too late to run for the Senate.
Why is that funny? Maybe I could.
He wants to run against you because he thinks you'll be easy to defeat.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, you don't think so?
And also, Jared, he didn't say that to my face. He said it behind my back to a bunch of people who are supporters of him.
Uh-huh.
So try say it to a crowd that's of a mixed crowd. People
And
that
by the way,
ain't
Marjorie-
just his butt lickers.
His butt lickers.
I meant to say
Marjorie.
boot lickers.
Play the-
Sorry, it's my accent.
Play the beginning of it again and then stop it when I point to you.
And by the way, Marjorie,
Right there. Okay. That is an Obama thing. And by the way, Marjorie.
And by the way,
I'm talking to you.
The inflection is absolutely Obama. I went to the How to Speak Like Obama school for politicians and wannabe senators and presidents. Someday, I hope to be governor of this great state. Maybe I will.
that seems to me, some people online, at least, again, you jump into the crazy X-holes, as I call them now, where you...
That's something different. Jared.
I know. Well, but I have finally adopted...
That's what you get when you have front surgery.
Yeah.
I have finally adopted the term of calling Twitter X now. So when you go into an
Just
X
call it
hole,
Twitter like every normal person.
when you go into these X holes, you find people that are like, man, that John Ossoff, he should run for president. He should be the vice president. And when you hear him say things like, again, like
and by the way, Marjorie,
like something like, that seems to me that he is planning to run for president at some point in his career. He plans to run.
He needs another successful term in the Senate, maybe a governorship. I mean, he's still young, right?
Yeah,
he's in
he's
his
incredibly
early
young.
40s or what?
Oh, he's 30s.
He's still in his 30s?
Yeah, yeah.
Still in his 30s.
He's a baby.
I'm a baby. I need to run the state of Georgia.
I'll change his diapers.
There you go.
So, Marjorie, you're not threatened by John Ossoff at all there?
No, I'm not threatened by it. He needs to off out of here.
Does he still do radio shows here, or was that a failed experiment?
I don't know if it was a failed experiment. He certainly comes on.
Not a
and-
failed experiment. He's an interesting person to listen to
Yeah.
speak, but he really, when he's doing his speeches, he's absolutely, that's Obama.
And I know that he comes on some of the, like, comes on with Mark Arum occasionally, comes on Atlanta's Morning News occasionally, and he does it. What I really like about Ossoff,
Never on with me.
No, he is not on with you,
Can't
Sean.
stand the heat.
You know what?
Anyway, tonight I'll be having Lindsey Graham on right after Newt Gingrich and Sarah A. Carter.
Oh, you still have Sarah A. Carter?
Oh, yeah, we're going to be talking about these so-called Epstein files. It's a big nothing burger, if you ask me. Whatever Trump says, I do.
That's the truth.
Dan Bongino, why doesn't he just quit?
Needs to get out of the way.
Get out of the way and let MAGA take over. I mean, Pam Bondi, you couldn't find a more beautiful woman to be the attorney general. What is she? Is she the attorney general? Yeah, anyway.
What has been so interesting with Ossoff has been him running so much to the center, knowing that in order for him to win Georgia,
Yeah, he's always been a centrist.
I don't think he is.
You have to talk like a liberal to get elected as, well, first of all, to get the nomination, you have to talk like a liberal, but he doesn't come from liberal backgrounds.
True.
I mean, he comes from a very wealthy background. So, he's a lot different than these even younger people that are coming up now, like the guy in New York City and some of these other candidates that you're just starting to hear about that are in their late 20s, early 30s. They're super, super progressive right out of socialism school. So, and I don't mean that, like, I'm not seeing socialists everywhere, but I mean, everything they say.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of things that you have to talk about now for things to be different that skew socialist. Like
Yes.
if you are looking for people to look like socialists, you could take a lot of what people are saying and say that's socialism. It's
Right.
Like, okay, but I'm not saying total. It doesn't have to be an extreme of socialism. It could just be like the other direction than we're going now.
Yeah, and if you grew up when I did, and I'm older than you guys, but, in the late 80s, I really started paying a lot of attention to politics. They started framing people who were liberal, just normal liberal people as, commies and stuff like that. Tax and spend. Liberals, they're going to tax you and spend the money. Look where we are now.
Yeah.
What did they do? Nothing.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't get me going on the big beautiful bill. I mean that
I
increases
won't. I know
spending
better than to do that, Jared.
Increases spending all across the board.
I know
And
better than to let you go off on the big beautiful bill.
But Ossoff, though, I guess you're right. Compared to a lot of the new and upcoming progressives that are coming out there, he certainly is more centrist than them. My issue with him is I feel like he runs generically, if that makes sense.
That's the best thing to do.
And I mean, it certainly gets you elected. But as somebody that is in the grind like we are all the time, I'm just like, come on, where's the authentic John? What is John like after he's had a couple of beers? What's John like out on Lake Lanier?
Let's go boating on Lake Lanier. Meet me out there. I'll pop a cold one. One thing that he is really good at, and I've heard this from people on both sides of the aisle, is that he's good at constituent services. Especially during, he got to the bottom of what's going on with this mail center, the post office.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
He looked into that, and a lot of people could have just ignored that, so.
Yeah.
We have time for another story, don't we?
We certainly do. This is big news from Hartsfield Jackson here. Nearly $3 million in marijuana was seized at the Atlanta airport. Obviously, a man was arrested for it. They were trying to send $3 million worth of marijuana to Brazil.
So was on his person or in his luggage?
It was in his luggage.
It's in his person.
Why do you? Now that they might not have found. I think if you're going to do it, that's the way to go. That being, our normal.
Doesn't the dog smell you?
I haven't seen, knock on wood, I haven't seen the dogs in a while at Hartsfield.
I think they're there for when you. I think you're there. I think they're there for.
What are you trying to do, Jared?
When you come back from a foreign country, the dogs are there to sniff your bags, not when you leave.
I thought they were looking for things that start with a B and end with a B.
Boobs?
Yeah.
I don't know. They just got rid of having to take your shoes off.
Yeah,
you don't have to do that anymore.
Ridiculous.
I know, it was stupid.
Oh, and then people's feet
dope.
stunk. Huh? I have, first off, I have a gigantic nose, so I smell everything.
That's true. You do.
I have a gigantic.
I hide under it when it rains.
This honker is gigantic, and so when people take their shoes off, or if I smell anything odd, I can smell it from a mile away. And there's nothing worse than when you're going through TSA and somebody in front of you takes off their shoes and they're not wearing socks, especially. Oh my God, you can smell those feet from a mile away. I'm like,
I think I'd rather smell feet than body odor. I was in line at a grocery store today, and the guy right behind me was like, hey, excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. He had to reach for something that he could have waited for. Man, BO for days. Don't like it very much. So this weed, what is $3 million of marijuana? I mean, is it swag? Is it mids? Was it?
That's real stinky.
The good?
You know what? In the WSB article, it doesn't say specifically what kind. It says a large quantity of marijuana that was hidden in his bags. It doesn't say what kind it was.
That amount? Okay, to have how much? 3 million?
Yeah. Excuse me, 2.97 million. So basically,
Can you look up how much that is, George? Yeah, I mean, that's a
that amount is so stinky.
Yeah. Well,
how would you even walk anywhere with that amount?
It could have been mids, not as smelly.
Oh, mids are stinkier, just worse smelling.
Yeah.
He had all sorts of stuff. He's got 12.35 pounds of THC wax, 34.39 pounds of hashish, 4.6 pounds of marijuana, and 1.21 pounds of pasty marijuana.
Pasty?
What is pasty? What is pasty marijuana?
They put it on your nipples when you're at a strip club.
Oh.
Yeah,
so you
and
can
you
relax.
roll around, you get so big.
While you're stripping. So he had all sorts of things packed in there, not just the weed.
I looked up pasty marijuana on Google. The first link is weed nipple pasties.
Ah, so I was right.
Okay,
you're
all right.
Tim pretended.
No, I mean, hey.
Yeah,
It's quite the weekend in Brazil.
It is. Well, Rio, the party's not going to be very good.
He was going to Sao Paulo, so he was going there, and Vance Ray Randolph is his name. So that was
Randolph.
Yeah, he will. He will
comes
not
from
be.
money.
Yeah.
It is it is a wealthy name.
Vance has embarrassed us yet again.
You think a country as giant and known for a lush rainforest wouldn't need you to bring weed there?
Yeah,
It's very strange.
It's very strange.
It seems, it's a lot, and it seems like there's a lot of weird variety that I don't know about. Wax.
Maybe they can't get the wax. Maybe they can't get the pasties.
Yeah.
You need the pasties.
You got to have them.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have them.
Maybe they're maybe it's like a British pasty.
Oh, no. It's
No?
the nipple pasties.
Weed pies.
Yeah. Jared needs those.
I do. I need to be able to cover these bad boys up. Well, if you guys want to talk to Randolph, he was immediately arrested and is currently being held at the Clayton County Jail. So you can ask him yourself.
Okay. Clayton County? Ooh, I wouldn't want to be in that jail. Oh, no, that guy's gone, isn't he, the old sheriff?
Victor Hill?
Yeah, Victor Hill.
Oh, man, Victor Hill.
You have to sit in that chair with all the knobs on it, the torture chair.
Yeah.
Where's the drugs?
They reelected that guy. Clayton County
got things done.
Yeah, he reelected.
Right.
They got as much controversy as he went through. I'm pretty sure Clayton County reelected him twice.
Well, yeah, because he got things done. He gets results.
Was he the one that put them in like stripes and stuff, like old school?
Oh, I don't know about that, but they did have a chair there that was super uncomfortable that they would put you in.
And it was known for...
The uncomfortable chair.
The uncomfortable chair.
It's just an old office chair that someone has sat in for like 15 years. And like, it's the worst chair in the office.
It's Margaret's chair.
My lumbar.
Tara Fine Jewelry Company, just 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia in Beaufort. Coveted brands like De Beers Code of Origin Diamonds, Mikimoto, Roberto Coin, fine Swiss watches, and so much more. Visit Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort today.
Hi, this is Candace from Exovations, and have I got a tip for you. But today, instead of giving you a home remodeling tip, my tip is don't just take my word for it. For over 20 years, you've heard me on the radio sharing remodeling advice. But if you really want to know what sets Exovations apart, go read our reviews. At exovations.com, you'll find hundreds of real stories from real homeowners who have trusted us with their exterior remodeling projects. From decks, siding, windows, doors, paint, roofing, porticos, and so much more. You'll see words like amazing work, incredible experience from start to finish, and again, stress-free. That's not just what we say, it's what our customers say. So yes, I'm Candace from Exovations, but don't just listen to me. Listen to our reviews. At Exovations, we do projects on time, on budget, and without all that stress. Google Exovations or visit exovations.com.
Hey, it's Belinda Skelton. I was at a barbecue where the bug spray was getting more action than the ketchup bottle. Hey, that wouldn't happen at my house. I use Arrow exterminators. Summer pests like mosquitoes, fire ants, and roaches don't stand a chance. Arrow's team members use effective, environmentally friendly solutions, and they've been family-owned for over 61 years. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com for your free pest inspection. And don't forget to tell them Belinda sent you.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
If you had an encounter with the police and feel like you've been treated unfairly, George Stein, the DUI lawyer, can help. George will guide you through the legal system and work to get your charges dismissed. DUI? Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
What you walk on in your home should be wonderful.
Hi, I'm Michael, proud founder of Authentic Hardwood Flooring. Your summer vacation is going to be awesome, but coming home to those floors won't be. While you're gone, let our highly trained installers transform your space. Just imagine coming home to beautiful new floors. Our promise is to make your flooring process painless. Our focus is to make it perfect.
Authentic Hardwood Flooring offers high-quality craftsmanship with an exceptional customer experience. AuthenticHardwoodFlooring.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic,
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story in Georgia and across the country, there are new calls today for the Trump administration to release money meant to help schools. A Georgia lawmaker warns of dire consequences.
The Trump administration says $200 million in education funding for Georgia is under review, but State Senator Rashawn Kemp, a former high school teacher himself, says with days counting down to the start of school, this is going to create problems.
These funds were already passed by Congress and included in school budgets. This isn't a policy review, it's sabotage.
He says if the money is not released, the governor should call a special session so lawmakers can address the shortfall. The governor's office says that's not being considered at this time. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia is not among the more than 20 states now suing to have that school funding released, but State School Superintendent Richard Wood says the money is needed to ensure the success of our students. A Massachusetts firefighters union blames inadequate staffing for slowing the response to a deadly fire at an assisted living facility. 9 people died. Firefighters in Fall River say they could have saved more lives with additional manpower. As the Braves host the All-Star baseball game tomorrow, Truist Park becomes the latest park to add sensory-friendly space for fans overwhelmed by noise. The MLB's April Brown says more than 20 other stadiums now have these spaces.
We encourage all of our clubs to be able to provide this type of space.
Access to Braves Haven is free, and they plan to limit access to 15-minute intervals. It's part of a $4 million in legacy partnership projects with the MLB ahead of the All-Star game. Money for the arts is going to nearly 50 counties across Georgia. The Georgia Council for the Arts is awarding more than $1.3 million for a total of 177 grants. The money will help fund the operations of over 100 nonprofit arts organizations, among them the Atlanta Shakespeare Company, the Aurora Theater, City Springs Theater Company, and the Marietta Cobb Museum of Art. It is now 3:32, and this news is sponsored by George Stein Steel Horse Law. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather, and in the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Getting slow quickly through Midtown and downtown, Bill. If you're heading southbound, the brake lights find you at the 85-400 merge. Not going to find any relief 75-85 southbound until you get close to I-20, with northbound filling in as well. 75-85 north from University Avenue up to around Peachtree, Pine Street. In DeKalb County, still working that crash in the right lane inside the perimeter. 20 westbound Candler Road exit 65, and outside the perimeter we had a right lane stall around Wesley Chapel. That is since cleared, but you're still seeing some brake lights back toward Panola Road. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, hot and humid today, high 96, staying mainly dry, though an isolated pop-up storm can't be ruled out. Lows tonight in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms, high 94.
91 incoming, 90 in Douglasville, and 95 in Stockbridge. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Steel Horse Law knows that your bike is made of steel, but your heart is made of gold. If someone causes you to lay your bike down, you deserve the very best from an experienced firm that knows bikers, because they are bikers. Eric Von Hassler for Steel Horse Law, the Stein and Karen Law Group. They're local, so they understand the changes to Georgia law, and you'll meet directly with your attorney, not just an assistant like the mega firms. Schedule your free accident evaluation at steelhorselaw.com.
Oh, there it goes again. I think old Rusty's had her last ride.
Aw, I think you're right. It's time to let her go. But what if she could still do some good?
What do you mean?
Well, we can donate it to the Tommy Novus Center.
Really?
They take old cars, running or not, and use the proceeds to help people with disabilities find jobs.
So instead of Rusty just sitting in the driveway, she could help someone who needs a job?
Exactly. And donating is easy. They pick it up for free.
That's a great idea.
Donate your vehicle to Tommy Novus Center and help people with disabilities gain meaningful employment. Visit TommyNovusCenter.org to donate.
Oh, popsicle drips, muddy shoes, and summertime messes. Don't let them take over your home. Call Zerorez Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Zerorez uses their ZR water technology, no dirt attracting soaps, no harsh chemicals, just a truly clean, healthy home. Right now, take advantage of their summer sale. Get 15% off all services, that is carpets, air ducts, rugs, tile, and more, all 15% off. Just mention Chris Chandler or book now at ZerorezAtlanta.com, and yeah, they do commercial cleaning too. Zerorez, all they leave is clean.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and for over a decade, I've trusted America's best choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks.
That's right, Dale. When the summer is hot, America's best choice will keep your home cool
with premium energy-efficient windows starting at just $299. No pressure, no gimmicks. Go to abcwind.com to schedule a free in-home estimate today. America's best choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Oh, so there's lots of news a-brewing. We may as well do this.
It's time for the Headline Hopper.
What do you got in the old headline hopper, Jared Yamamoto?
I caught this as breaking news earlier this morning. Trump threatens very severe tariffs against Russia if there is
severe?
Very severe.
Very severe.
If there is no deal with Ukraine within 50 days, we already announced that we are going to send Patriot missiles and Patriot batteries to Ukraine. But the big pitch was...
What do they run on, double A's?
Yeah. It's going to be, I think it's 9-volt, actually.
Send that D cell.
The D cells, yeah, that's what they run on, those big ones.
So apparently the big pitch was we need to send weapons to Ukraine, but Americans don't want to pay for them. So NATO, the big thing that they kept saying today was we're paying for them, or Europe's going to be the ones paying for these weapons that are now going to Ukraine. Now, they buy them from us.
So basically it is a technicality that he said that he could get the war taken care of, what, on the first day?
He sure did.
And now, even though most of MAGA is anti-giving anything to Ukraine, he's just going to go ahead and do that. What were we going to say, George?
Well, I believe European Patriot missiles are going to be sent to Ukraine, and then Europe's going to be restocked by America.
Okay, so it's a technicality, but still... Well, he's not being very nice. He's not very helpful.
It is kind of crazy. We essentially give a voucher out for people. We're like, oh, yeah, here's some, we'll let you buy our weapons now. And whether it comes through the NATO coffers or whether it comes through another country's coffers.
A lot of those Patriot missiles have been used somewhere else lately, so we might be running short. I hope the factory is going full steam ahead.
I wonder where the Patriot missile factory is.
He tacked on, they are paying 5%, which is going to be $1 trillion, talking about NATO and Europe and all that.
Sure. Yeah. Wow, we could use all that money.
We definitely could. But when asked about Putin and his relations with him, this is what he said.
But I am very disappointed with President Putin. And I thought he was somebody that meant what he said, and he'll talk so beautifully, and then he'll bomb people at night. We don't like that.
We don't like it. Bomb them during the day. If you bomb them during the day, we know what you're doing. Eric talks about this a lot, that Putin is just playing him like a fiddle because Putin doesn't have to worry about, I don't know, losing a majority in the Duma, which is their, I don't know what they call it, actually. They used to call it the Duma. Maybe they still do. But he doesn't have to worry about any of that. He doesn't have to worry about scrutiny from the media. Doesn't have to worry about getting impeached. He is a dictator.
It's a waiting game.
Yeah, he'll wait it out. He's always waited it out.
And then Trump made it a point to add in this about all the weapons that he's sending to Ukraine.
Will these be Patriot missiles specifically, or Patriot batteries that you're planning?
Yeah.
When do you
everything. It's Patriots. It's all of them. It's a full complement with the batteries.
The batteries. When do you expect them to arrive in Ukraine, sir?
Well, we're going to have some come very soon, within days, actually. There's a couple of the countries that have Patriots are going to swap over
and we'll replace the Patriots with the ones they have.
And we'll send the batteries and the chargers for the batteries and maybe some plugs if, like a solar thing, they could plug them in and move them around,
Need the plugs.
Need the plugs and the solar panels and all of that. I mean, the batteries are so great. They're beautiful batteries, by the way, even though they might be from Tesla, the Tesla external batteries.
I thought you liked Tesla batteries. What's wrong?
Well, I don't really, I'm upset with my friend, my ex-friend. We're
I know,
no
but
longer
you could
friends.
still like Tesla, though, even if you're not getting along with Elon.
I wrote up a note and rolled it up and asked him some questions and passed it to him in class, and he still hasn't responded. So screw him. I'm not happy with Elon right now.
You didn't check yes or no on the list?
Well, I don't know because he didn't respond at all. So he just kind of rolled it up. And this Putin boy, but he's a bad guy. I thought I could trust him. He's been president off and on since George W. Bush, and it's pretty bad. I don't, the guy's just, he's Prince Machiavelli, this perfume that you spray on your belly.
Yeah, I mean,
but there's more than that. I mean, this angers a lot of people in MAGA, but nothing angers them as much as what's causing this internecine MAGA civil war. You can bring that up a little bit. You remember the days, right? You remember the Civil War oh, that's right. Back in the day when Donald Trump, by the way, my name is Shelby Foote. I'm a dead historian, but I've come alive again to talk about this. Back in, it must have been in about 2005, this Jeffrey Epstein was indicted and given a sweetheart deal by Acosta, and then let out of jail. And then 2017, they reopened the case, and they arrested him, and he ended up, he hanged himself. Allegedly, and we got the video of that, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Attorney General, at the time was Pam Bondi, she said, well, there's nothing to see here, folks, and it tickled me that the president who, and all of his acolytes, of course, who got real popular and made grifter money on YouTube and social media, they all got in the administration, see, and what tickles me is that Trump is acting like now he never talked about it before, and we should all forget about it. So there's a civil war brewing, Jared. Why don't you get to the story?
Yeah, that's right. Trump is defending Pam Bondi as MAGA is furious over the Justice Department's latest, because they are furious with him. And, I mean, it kind of goes back to the cut with Austin. There's a reason why Democrats are now kind of teeing off about the Epstein list as well, too. I mean,
President Trump promised to end the wars. He promised to release the Epstein files. Did anyone really think the sexual predator president who used to party with Jeffrey Epstein was going to release the Epstein files?
Oh, slam! Well, all those, you get a guy like Dan Bongino. What is he? He's the assistant...
he's the deputy, yeah.
The deputy director of the FBI.
Yes.
Both he and Patel sort of made their bones, as they say in the mob shows and movies, made their bones talking about Epstein constantly. And they had huge followings. And even over the weekend, there's rumors that Bongino is going to step down, that he's really upset. And to just do a complete 180 on all of that and just say, there's nothing to see here, folks. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. You can see what's going on. Then you see the traditional guys like the Ben Shapiros and say, well, there's absolutely nothing to see here. Absolutely nothing to see.
Well, there's some people that with the Epstein list, it was their top issue going into this election cycle.
Sure,
and I feel like
it wasn't the Democrats' top issue, that's for sure.
No, not at all. So they're having a field day just watching MAGA. They're saying they're ripping each other apart. I don't think that they're ripping each other apart. But certainly, like of the Make America Great Again movement, I would say probably 10 to 15% are pretty upset about this.
A lot of people are upset about it because they were promised and promised and promised, and it's this. There's a carrot dangling from a stick with a lot of these social media people. And it goes really deep. We don't even need to talk about it all that much. It was the QAnon this and the conspiracies and trust the Patriots are in control and all this stuff. You have to really pay attention. Most people aren't doing that, of course. But you got guys like Alex Jones, who over the weekend completely changed what he was saying.
Did he really? So wait.
He broke down in tears.
Well, he did break down in tears because he's performative. But he said, he's like, no, and as I was getting the news, I think really what this is about is Trump is pivoting, and what he's doing is he's going to drag it all out, and we're gonna get all the answers. Okay.
Don't forget that Super Beta Male Prostate is available. Discount for all patriots.
And if you don't buy it, I'm going to cry more.
Yeah, I'm going to cry more. I mean, Trump and I certainly have our disagreements and stuff like that.
But you got to be really deep into that political thing, like Autumn.
But also, can I say, like, people that were on Trump's side, they believed in him.
Sure.
And he was sort of delivering a lot of the stuff he said he would do by, doing all those executive orders and being so different and not seemingly playing the games that some other politicians have played. And then when it turns out he is fallible, at least for the people that were so supportive of him, they feel betrayed.
They should, because he talked about that all the time.
He did. It was certainly a way to get people to buy into the big tent mentality of Make America Great Again and what eventually became the Republicans going into this next election. But his Truth Social post is great here. I feel like...
What, that book he wrote and put out?
Yeah, it's so long.
That he got ratioed for the first time as well.
I'm not surprised by it. It literally says, what's going on with my boys, and in some cases, gals? They're all going after Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's doing a fantastic job in all caps.
Yeah, don't read the whole thing. Pretty. It's like 7 or 8 pages long, Jared.
We're a one-team MAGA, and I don't like what's happening.
Well, you know what? Release it then. That'll take care of it.
Now the latest thing is
they can't, though, because there's too many people involved in it.
So in this post, I'll be honest, I didn't read all the way through.
Who had all day?
Yeah. So did he really accuse Clinton and Obama of coming up with the Epstein list?
I don't know.
Yes. Doctoring the Epstein.
Oh, doctoring.
Oh, wow.
And then it was like it was found under their administrations or something.
I found it under the desk my first day here. I didn't know idea who left it there.
What would you do with $1,000 this summer?
Hotel, pool, week at the beach, cabin in the woods.
Whatever you want to do this summer,
WSB has $1,000 to make it happen.
Thank you.
$1,000 Thursdays gives you the chance to win $1,000 every hour between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m.
I am so excited.
Listen for the keyword at 9, 10, and 11 a.m. and 12, 1, 2, and 3 p.m.
Enter the keyword at WSBradio.com or on the WSB app. Within that hour,
you could win $1,000.
No way. Is this a joke?
Get all the info at WSBradio.com.
$1,000 Thursdays.
This Thursday from 95.5 WSB, where Atlanta wins.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call 404-390-4000. That's 404-390-4000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
It's our 20th anniversary at North Georgia Replacement Windows, and we're celebrating with our biggest sale in company history.
It's Ted and Jonathan. For a limited time, save 25% on beautiful Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows and doors.
Celebrate with us and upgrade your home's energy efficiency, comfort, and curb appeal. Window and door shopping made simple.
Hurry, 25% savings ends July 31st.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah!
Men, are you having problems performing in the bedroom? Do pills like Viagra and Cialis leave you feeling frustrated? Well, now there's new hope for men who suffer from ED and PE problems. Meet Dr. Katz, a specialist in men's health.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Katz with Choice Men's Health. Regardless of your age or medical condition, Choice Men's Health can safely restore your sexual potency. Our customized solutions can eliminate your problem in just one visit. There's no pain, no surgery, and it's affordable.
Guys, don't let the anxiety over your performance get you down. We can get you back in the game. Call Choice Men's Health today to find out how you can eliminate ED on the very first visit. Call 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. 400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Save big on 6-packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Canada Dry. Right now, select varieties are only $2.99 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, this is Robbie with Ben Hill Renovations, the preferred deck experts heard on the Home Fix-It Show. We're well known for our superior craftsmanship for decks and outdoor living spaces. And at Ben Hill Renovations, we provide that same attention to detail when it comes to roofing, siding, windows, and doors. So get your project started today and call to schedule a free estimate. Or you can stop by our showroom in Douglasville, online at bhrenovations.com. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Yo! Tim Andrews! Yeah, dude, your voices are spot on. But dude, the Alex Jones voice, man, that was tight, dude. That was right on there, bro. You sound just like him. That was awesome.
Well, thank you, sir. Now I'll tell you why I can't continue to do it. See, it's already affected me, but it'll destroy my voice because when you do him, you have to really get guttural with it, and then there's a lot going on because he's got this going on, and he's always with his lower lip and his lower jaw, and then there's crying. A little bit of the crying and a little bit of the Texas accent that he has.
I wonder who's more difficult, Alex Jones or Lindsay Lohan. Is Lindsay Lohan more difficult to do? Because Lindsay Lohan has got a lot of coughing and a lot of...
Lindsay Lohan is very hard. I cannot do it for too long, but I love to do it because it sounds like her, and she also has a little Greek accent now because
yeah, because she's a Grecian.
Yes, I spent time in Dubai. I saved a lobster. Look at me. I'm Lindsay Lohan saving a lobster.
Did she eat the lobster or she just save it?
No, I save it. I found it and I said, I want to buy you. And then I freed it into the ocean. I said, look at me. I'm Lindsay Lohan. So, who knew? I save a lobster.
Speaking of lobsters, we have the all new the claws supplement pills. Lobsters can grow back a limb, and if you lose your finger or your arm, and you take these, your arm will grow back. And then right now, I just can't. I mean, look, I'm not going to say he betrayed us, and sorry, Lindsay. I'm sure you agree.
Yes, of course. I have left this country.
Yes, I know you're like Rosie O'Donnell, but I think that maybe you're more of a patriot. I mean, the Patriots are in control. I know Lindsay Lohan's probably a patriot.
I'm born a patriot. I will die.
Oh, God. Okay, this is shredding my voice. I'm out.
Well, our next story is about Obama. So he was at a private fundraiser in New Jersey. Much easier voice for you guys. And he, behind closed doors, urged Democrats to, quote, toughen up and stop the navel-gazing and whining. He said it's time to get over what happened in 2024.
Whining.
Like Arnold said, stop whining.
What is it?
What
is it, Brock? What is it?
It's time to stop navel-gazing. And we
stop the whining.
We stopped the whining. We picked a terrible candidate. I tried to sabotage that, but just wasn't going to happen. And unfortunately, I couldn't run again, and Michelle didn't want to.
You also called for courage and engagement to rebuild the party's momentum.
We need courage and patience to rebuild the party's momentum. What about hope? Let's have some hope.
Yeah, some hope and some change.
We need more change and more hope.
Which is why Joe Biden announced in 2028 that he's running again.
Joe, we don't need you. Just enjoy your retirement. So you said before we went to the break, Trump really blamed the Epstein files on Obama and who?
On
Clinton?
Obama and Clinton.
Hillary?
Yes.
What did Hillary have? You know, she hasn't had any power at all since like 2007.
Right, when she was a senator.
No. She was in the White House.
That's right. She was the.
She hasn't done anything. She ran for president, but she's no power.
Right, exactly. So I just.
Did she sneak into the Department of Justice and mess with things? Did you do that, Hillary?
I might have. where no one can tell. I have done a lot in this country, and I think that a lot of things are going wrong. And maybe I was a cause of some of that, but you live and you learn.
That's right. You live and you learn, Hillary. That's right. Yes.
Maybe we should have let Bernie have it. Yeah. So, stop whining and get off your butts and let's take on this guy. This is not John Ossoff. This is Obama.
Thank you for clarifying. I wasn't sure there for a second. Because John Ossoff, again, my goodness, from earlier.
By the way, Marjorie. Yeah. Who was President Obama speaking to?
He was speaking to some fundraiser in New Jersey, closed door.
He makes a very good point, though. They do have to stop whining. They do have to stop finding these crazy candidates. Bring some centrists into the party. Spread it around. Keep the old traditional liberal things like helping people with health care. Giving everybody a social safety net. Things like that. But also being like Bernie used to be, saying, I believe in the First Amendment and the Second Amendment. Because he's from a state where a lot of people hunt, even though they're all Democrats.
Right.
So you have to be willing to listen to other people. And the same thing on the right, you have to be willing to listen to both sides. Now, you have a guy like Elon who comes along and says, well, I'm going to make the American party, and the first thing is going to be the Epstein files. Well, how are you going to get people into your party if you're starting with a conspiracy theory?
The America Party, I actually did my whole nightcap over the weekend on the America Party, and they have good principles. They have like some good, I guess, fundamentals to
All
create
I've
the
heard
party.
about is this Epstein thing that people are going to get tired of hearing about.
That's what's getting the headlines, and I feel like if they were to focus on like one of their big things is the future of America, having a balanced budget, and making sure that it's a tech safe future as well too. Like they have a lot of bullet points that look good on paper.
Yeah. But still, you're going to have a hard time creating a party when you don't have an infrastructure below.
Right. And in my opinion, Elon shouldn't be the face for it. He should just be the fundraising behind it. It should be somebody else. It should be like a Byron Donalds from Florida. It should be maybe a...
He's a Republican. He's not going to...
Exactly. I think it would be tough to get him to go over there, but he's somebody that's kind of on the fringes as it is.
I know, but they're not going to get anybody. You'll get more social media, crypto bros, things like that.
Right. Thomas Massey would be good out of Kentucky as well, too. There are several good politicians that I think would work out well. Maybe even Manchin, too.
But if Massey did it... Well, Manchin, he's a has-been. Yeah. But if Massey did it, then he'd lose all of his GOP money, and he's not going to do that.
Right. And that's why with the way the two-party system is structured now, it's very difficult to break it apart because of all the funding behind the scenes.
I say keep the doors closed, Jared.
But what's really interesting is when you break it down, the America Party bullet by bullet, and see what they're about, it made me go to the Republican and Democrat parties and look at them side by side, and I'm like, wow, they're actually a lot more similar than they are different.
That's why I vote green.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
It's summer in Georgia, pool days, backyard barbecues, and that sweltering southern heat. You know, the inside of your home shouldn't feel like a sauna. Dave Baker here for Coolray Heating and Cooling, Plumbing and Electrical. You can turn your house into the ultimate cool escape with Coolray. Right now, get up to $2,250 in rebates plus free attic insulation when you upgrade your HVAC to a complete Carrier system. Proper installation is like a sidekick for your HVAC, keeping cool air in and hot air out. And don't forget your plumbing this summer. For a limited time, get a $99 water heater flush to ensure your hot water stays running all summer long. No surprises during those morning showers. From cool comfort to smooth flowing plumbing, trust the Coolray team that's kept Georgia homes running for decades. Simply visit Coolray.com today to schedule your appointment. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, it is All-Star Week in Atlanta. If you need a break from the noise during tomorrow's All-Star game at Truist Park, there's a new space where you can go.
22 other ballparks have sensory-friendly spaces for fans, and Braves Haven is the latest. The new sensory room at Truist Park is located on the Lexus level, and it will provide an opportunity for fans to decompress. Danielle Badesi, Vice President of Community Affairs for the Braves, says,
a space where you could kind of come, gather yourselves, and really take that little check-in break and be able to return to the game.
It's part of $4 million in legacy partnership projects with the MLB ahead of the All-Star game. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Fans will pack Truist Park tonight for the Home Run Derby. The Braves' Matt Olson among those competing. He replaces Ronald Acuna Jr. The All-Star game is tomorrow night. It is 94 degrees in Atlanta. Plenty of heat and humidity for All-Star festivities. What are the storm chances? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. 2 car mechanics in DeKalb County are facing federal drug trafficking charges.
This auto shop put the car in cartel. Atlanta U.S. Attorney Teddy Hertzberg says investigators zeroed in on a Lithonia body shop in recent weeks, and within about an hour, officers made 2 traffic stops of a couple of mechanics who worked there, seizing a jaw-dropping amount of illicit drugs.
If you were to look at those photographs, you would see bags upon bags, clear bags of crystal methamphetamine laid out for yards, because we're talking about, again, a ton of meth, a literal ton of methamphetamine.
No word yet whether any customers knew what was happening there. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
With the new school year starting soon, more than 20 states sue the Trump administration over frozen funding for school programs. Georgia not part of the lawsuit, but State Senator Rashawn Kemp says this money is vital for success in our schools.
I'm calling on the Trump administration and the Office of OMB to release these funds, stop playing games, and let Georgia's children learn and districts prepare.
Georgia School Superintendent Richard Woods also calls on the Trump administration to release the money to ensure the success of our students. In a major win for President Trump, the Supreme Court today is allowing the administration to resume layoffs at the Department of Education. The court rules 6-3 to lift a judge's order reinstating employees let go in mass layoffs. It allows President Trump to move ahead with his plan to eliminate the department entirely. President Trump says he'll punish Russia if there's not an end to the war with Ukraine.
I'm disappointed in President Putin.
During a meeting today with the head of NATO, the president threatens new tariffs on Russia if there's not a deal to end the war in 50 days. CBS News White House correspondent Nancy Cordes reports the president also announces a deal with NATO to send additional U.S. weapons to Ukraine.
It sends a message to Russia, first and foremost, hey, you can't wait the U.S. out here. These weapons are going to continue to go to Ukraine for years to come, because now the U.S. isn't going to be spending as much money as it was before.
Gwinnett County police identify the man and woman killed in a shooting in Stone Mountain Sunday afternoon. Police believe 40-year-old Maria Garza was shot by 43-year-old Pilar Rosas, who then killed himself.
Preliminary investigations indicate or appears that at least the male's gunshot wound appears to be self-inflicted.
Officer Juan Reyes says police found the bodies after getting a call about a domestic disturbance in the 300 block of Stone Hill Drive. Major ice cream makers in the U.S. agreed to eliminate artificial food dyes from their products by 2028. FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty Makary says they want food manufacturers to have options.
We want natural dyes to be available to food makers and ice cream makers.
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. makes the announcement today and thanks the manufacturers for getting on board with his push to eliminate what he calls bad dyes from food production. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather and triple team traffic begins now with Alex Williams.
Lots going on around Metro Atlanta event-wise, Bill, and it's going to be busy out there. We're going to focus in on I-285 right around the Truist Park region in Cobb County. 285 northbound, the Interloop already getting some slow traffic on it from South Cobb Drive, exit 15, up to Cobb Parkway and I-75, exit number 20 there. 285 westbound starting to fill in as well. Out of Sandy Springs, trying to make your way to I-75 and Cobb Parkway. That's exit number 19. Some better news on the West Freeway. Crash just cleared I-20 eastbound at Riverside Parkway. How are we looking through downtown Atlanta, Andrew Seco?
Got a little bit of volume, Alex. 75, 85 north and southbound. You've seen the brake lights either direction, leaving East Point through the heart of downtown, all the way up past Midtown. If you're traveling south on 85, the pinch starts just south of 400. You're slow to go in brake lights all the way down to I-20. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, hot, and dry for this evening, though I can't rule out an isolated pop-up shower through the late night hours. Lows tonight in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon, high 94. Partly cloudy Wednesday, high 93, with scattered pop-up storms through the afternoon.
Right now, it's 94 in College Park, also 94 in Stone Mountain. It's 92 in Johns Creek. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. You know, on Friday, we did another one of those stories about how Starbucks is making all these demands on their employees, and sometimes they're upset, and sometimes they're not upset, and then the shirts and this and that.
Yeah, this latest one was about whether or not they put a greeting on there or not.
Yeah, something like that. But we have an insider everywhere. We have moles everywhere. And the truth of the matter, when it comes to the shirts, when they made the change, Starbucks gave every employee 2 shirts. So they didn't have to buy the shirts. They just gave them to them. And when it comes to the drink, what really happens is we don't think about it. I go in to Starbucks because every Starbucks that has a drive-thru is terrible. And the reason it is terrible is because everybody orders a specialty drink and they get food, and it can be a little overwhelming. And this person says, you know, it's tough for us when we have to do 6 specialty drinks for a car full of people, and we really only have time to do the smiley face. So I didn't even think about that, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Waiting in line at Starbucks, you have to be smart. You have to know if there's only a couple of cars and you have a lot of time, you know, you can wait. But if you don't have that time, just park the car and go in. Because usually everybody who parks their car and goes in has already ordered it on the app. So you got to be smart when you go into Starbucks.
This is the Tim Andrews Starbucks hacks here.
Well, I'm very serious about my coffee. Jared, you're serious about your alcohol. Autumn, what do you drink? Alcohol or coffee?
I drink coffee, but I make my own.
I make my own as well, but occasionally I treat
Keurig
myself.
thing with the milk, little side milk thing.
Oh, I didn't know they made them with a side milk.
Oh, it's really great.
Do you use the disposable throwaway Keurig cups?
I do not. I use metal ones.
Well, see, you're smart.
Because I'm not going to get Alzheimer's like some of us.
Ooh. What does that have to? Oh, with the microplastics. Okay.
Yeah, with the plastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, just erase the
I just
last
want to
40
feel
years.
superior
That's
about
true.
it.
You do
It's
like
fine,
that.
you rubbed it in.
Autumn does have a superiority
received.
complex. I understand. But no, in our humble little town of Tucker, where I live, we already have, I think, 4 coffee shops. If you don't count Dunkin' Donuts, that would be 5.
They're basically coffee
They're opening
shop.
another one. This one is a
They're
chain.
really popping up a lot.
Yeah,
I wonder
there's
if there
so
was
many.
something going on as to why they're doing that.
Maybe there's an excess of coffee.
Maybe.
Oh, it's a coffee surplus.
I saw something.
We're
George,
practically giving it away.
Maybe that'll make the line at Starbucks a lot shorter.
you guys have got to look into this a little bit. Maybe you would get George to look into it. But I saw that because of the big beautiful bill, that coffee is going to cost more.
Well,
But
they've been saying that for the last 5 years.
we've
because
heard
of the
this for-
pandemic, because of this, because of that, because of climate change.
There's all these reasons, but you know what is a hard feeling to replicate is, and this is going to sound very odd, but when you go to a Starbucks compared to any of the other coffee shops out there, whether they're like your local coffee shop or another like big corporation coffee shop, that machine, I guess it's the espresso machine or cappuccino machine, it makes a very distinct sound. And Autumn, you do a better job with the sound effects than I do. But like once you hear that thing, like you only hear that sound in a Starbucks. And the second I hear it, it's something that I could be like in a dark room and I would hear that sound. And I'm like, oh, I'm in a Starbucks. I know immediately what it is. It's that noise that's.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Well, that's the milk frother. That's
the milk
steamer
frother,
in the
yeah.
milk.
And that must be like an exclusive Starbucks patented item.
Well,
Because
no, every
you know,
every coffee shop has that.
But the sound of it though, it has a distinct sound that just stands out to me.
What other coffee shops do you go to?
I go to my favorite one is Coffee Man over on the west side of that.
Oh, Coffee Man.
Right, and so they have a little wand that steams the milk too. I'm assuming,
But not that sounds like that one. Starbucks, no matter
you're
what
just
store
a
you go
romantic.
into.
You're like not like Starbucks,
Not like Starbucks.
I like Starbucks the best, and the noises at the other places just aren't as good.
As far as the big, beautiful bill affecting your coffee prices, it seems that the 50% tariff that Trump is slapping on Brazil is going to be the
But there's we grow our own coffee in one state at least. Hawaii is
well,
what
if you're a
that's.
big fan of the Brazilian nut,
Yeah.
then you might want to
The Brazil
switch.
nut?
Oh, the coffee nut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Brazilian nut.
Oh.
I don't like Brazil
The
nuts.
bean.
They don't have a lot of flavor. They're just very fatty. I do like a lot of different nuts. The Brazil nut, not being
More of
one
a
of them.
Colombian nut.
No, I'm talking not talking about the coffee nut. I'm talking about the Brazil nut. You know what a Brazil nut is? That big hard brown thing that you have. You crack it with the nut thing, and then all the meat you have to pick it out with a pick.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And it is fatty, oily.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever cracked one before or not.
Never. Oh, you're fancy. You just get them in the mixed nuts.
I guess so.
Oh, I get them pre-shelled.
I get them pre-cracked. They're not shelled, but they're cracked. All right. Yeah.
By a guy who just like bites it out.
Oh, God. Imagine that. All right. Do we have more stories in the headline, huh?
We have some breaking news here.
Breaking
guys.
news?
This is huge here.
What did I do now?
This is not you, believe it or not. Mattel has launched the first Uno, like Uno, the card game, social club at the Palms Casino Resort in Las
Fun!
Vegas. So you can literally go and play Uno in the casinos
How do
in
you
Las
bet
Vegas.
on Uno or make money on Uno in a casino?
So this is like a pop-up,
If you
right?
win, maybe.
Yeah, you draw 4, you get $4. I don't know. What is it?
That would be hilarious. It is unclear in this Newsweek article whether or not gambling is going to be allowed, but I'm assuming that with this pop-up that they're doing at the Palms Casino Resort, that it is going to eventually lead to a nationwide rollout of Uno being a game that you can play in
So
Vegas.
they're not playing it for chance. It's just a room where you can go play Uno if you want.
As of right now, yes. But because it's connected, I'm assuming that would mean that, if you're sitting at a table and you're playing cards, right?
I just
Bring
wonder
them
if
drinks
that's-
over. Bring them drinks
I
over.
wonder if that's something for people who don't like to gamble or if it's for the kids. I mean, Uno isn't. I mean, do people still play Uno? Autumn, do you
Yes.
play Uno?
Yes, and they have all different kinds of Uno now.
Oh, they do?
They have like Uno, where it's like intense Uno because you have to. Oh, you can like make other players draw like way more than just one or whatever it is. Draw
Let's
3.
draw 4.
Yeah. Sorry, draw 4. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you can make them draw way more than that. And there's like we called them S on your neighbor's rule, which meant like you.
I
could,
think I get it.
Yeah, it's just you make them do a whole lot more. And then there's like giant cards that you can get that are giant Uno cards.
Huh.
We have the
There's
waterproof
all-
Uno cards for the boat.
There's no. Yeah, those are fun. And then there's also like all wilds or something.
I like to play it online when I'm driving.
Ooh, that's a really fun time.
Yeah, you got the Uno app. I haven't played Uno, I don't think, since I was a kid. I loved it.
Well, when Gil gets old enough, it'll be really fun to play with him.
Okay. Maybe we'll be a Skip-Bo family. That was
Oh,
what
you
happened to
never know.
Skip-Bo?
Well, it's not quite Uno.
It's around.
Didn't take off.
It's
I don't know
basically
why
the
would
same-
you why would you want to play cards though at a casino if you're not gambling or there's no the
No,
weirdest
I think you would gamble. Isn't it that you would?
No,
Gamble?
you just said it's not for gamblers.
So
It's-
in this pop-up that they're doing now at the Palms Resort, it appears that there is not gambling, at least from July 18th through July 20th, where they're starting. But this is going to be part of a nationwide rollout. So once it comes out, I'm assuming that they're going to have gambling down the line, is what they're implying here in this Newsweek article.
you ever played War at a casino?
Played War.
I have.
Guess the number.
No, you don't guess
That's
the
what I
number.
was
You play War against
No, I'm
the
saying
deal-
that. I'm saying another casino game that would be
Oh.
really funny is guess the number.
Oh, guess the number. I'm thinking of a number from 5 to 6.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Now
Four.
it freaked
It was
me.
3.
Oh, sorry. It freaked me out. I was at a casino in Canada, Niagara Falls. They have a couple of them, and I went in there, and I had to play the table games are fun, but I saw War, and I'm like, all right, I'll sit down and play it. I ended up winning quite a bit of money playing that
Fun.
game. especially when you tie and you have to do the 3 cards.
Oh, that's right. Because you basically you split the deck in half, right, between you and somebody. Can you have multiple people playing War at one time?
Now, usually it's just one-on-one.
Yeah,
just 2 people.
and it's the deck is distributed halfway, and then you just flip a card on top, right, and then
high card wins.
Right. Okay.
And then if you have the same card, then they lay down 3. It's weird. I haven't played it in a while, but it was nice to win money.
That's interesting that a casino would do that.
Well, I haven't seen it anywhere else. What's that, Autumn?
It's Canadians. They're silly.
Yeah, we playing War.
You know what you could do with Uno if you couldn't bet hand to hand or game to game is do a tournament and maybe do like a prize at the end. That would be convenient.
That's a very good idea.
A new
too.
car.
I just think that for Vegas, they probably need new ways to get people to come out there because gambling
Uno,
is
that's going to be the way.
I'm not saying that Uno is going to be the answer, but
we got
Uno,
jacks. We're going to be doing jacks at the casino.
Uno, along with maybe you get some dominoes in there and stuff like that. Maybe this is a new way
Craps
to get people.
Well, they already have that, but you can play it in an alley.
Yeah, you could. You just need some new games to get people to come out to Vegas because gambling is legalized in so many other states now.
Sure.
But you don't have to go to Vegas to get the Vegas experience anymore.
Come to Mandalay Bay and play 3-card Monte right here in the casino. I don't know. I don't think that's going to draw people. I've been looking to play Uno in a casino, and now I can. What, Autumn?
And I also don't think that you can get the Vegas experience at home. You really can't. No, I've never been to Vegas, but I have been to casinos, and it is definitely not the same. Like betting on sports and then winning money is totally different than, playing.
You know what though? You
game.
can go to a dispensary, get really, really high because it's legal there, and then go play Uno. Alex Williams says there is a crash on I-20 in West Atlanta.
Hey, good afternoon, Tim, Jared, and Autumn. Yeah, we're jammed up out of downtown. I-20 westbound slows just west of the downtown connector out to this crash in 1 to 2 right lanes before Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit 53. You can use MLK, Joseph E. Boone, Highway 78, some good alternates there. Over on the East Freeway, I-20 eastbound into DeKalb County, the brake lights find you between Wesley Chapel and Panola Road, and westbound a little slow through the work zone, heading over to that east side perimeter. Still jammed up in northern Gwinnett County with right lane construction. Should wrap up soon, 85 southbound before Hamilton Mill Road. Andrew Seco's checking the ride around 285.
Seeing the extra brake lights by the home of the Braves, 285 east and west, right between I-75 and Cobb Parkway. Festivities going on this afternoon and evening. Some extra brake lights all the way back towards I-20. And leaving Doraville, 285 east, the inner loop. The brake lights on and off from Buford Highway down towards Ponce de Leon Avenue, exit number 40. This report sponsored by your neighborhood Kroger Pharmacy. Kroger Pharmacy welcomes Express Scripts, Medicare D, and TRICARE Department of Defense Plan members. You can transfer prescriptions at Kroger.com/payer update. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
You're by the pool. You're relaxing.
You're sipping a drink.
Someone brings you a towel.
Adjust the umbrella.
Sound like a fantasy?
It's not.
This is Megan from Grayson, Georgia. I just won $1,000 from WSB.
WSB's $1,000 Thursdays this Thursday.
Listen for the keyword at 9, 10, and 11 a.m. and 12, 1, 2, and 3 p.m.
Enter the keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB app.
I just put the keyword in, and oh my God. No.
Win $1,000. Get all the info at WSBRadio.com.
Thank you.
$1,000 Thursdays
from 95.5 WSB.
where Atlanta wins.
Not everything in life comes with a guarantee, but for premium local farm fresh sod that comes with a 1-year guarantee, family owned and operated, NG Turf is the only grower to consider. NG Turf sells direct to homeowners. Get your sod from a certified turf professional at ngturf.com.
Wall cracks, window stuck, could be a foundation problem. Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and our estimators are thoroughly trained to get you the proper evaluation for your home. Schedule your free assessment with the foundation repair experts at atlantaramjack.com.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier, the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Y'all, there's a way for you to beat tariffs and still get that new kitchen you want. You Google Frugal Kitchens. Right now, you book an appointment with Frugal Kitchens. They're going to give you the Frugal Price Lock, where you're going to be able to get your kitchen remodeled with Frugal Kitchens for a great price with $1 million look, and you'll lock in pre-tariff pricing. Google Frugal Kitchens today, book your appointment this month, and you'll save big and increase the value of your home with that kitchen you've been wanting. Google Frugal Kitchens today.
For many women in our community, support for our physical and mental health feels out of reach.
When your workday is long.
And your budget is tight.
And your village is busy.
And the road between home and help is a 6-lane highway with no crosswalk.
Northside Hospital believes women deserve better.
Northside is rolling up our sleeves and getting to work.
We got your house call.
Heard.
Learn more at northside.com/heard.
It's July, and that means pool days, summer celebrations, and of course, heat. Georgia heat is brutal. Don't let your home be a sauna. Coolray has the perfect solution to keep you cool this summer. Coolray is offering you $2,250 in rebates and free attic insulation when you purchase your new complete Carrier system. You know, proper insulation is like a sidekick for your HVAC, keeping cool air in and hot air out. Call or go online to Coolray.com to book your appointment today. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Well, let's do some more stories. What do you got, Jared?
I got a jerk alert here.
Oh, well, I'm listening.
A thief stole over $100,000 worth of rare Pokemon cards from First Edition collectibles in New Bedford, Massachusetts. So I saw like in the Facebook post here from this poor shop that they had like a First Edition Charizard, First Edition Blastoise, all the big cards. If you're Pokemon fans, you know exactly what I'm talking about with these big cards that were stolen.
Well, I am a big Pokemon fan, and no, I don't know anything about it. Other than I played that game when it first started, the online game.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Pokemon.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of fun, and it got me out looking for things. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to walk that far to get a Snorlax.
The best is when you would like go behind a building. It's like, wow, behind this sketchy building,
yeah,
there's a really rare Pokemon. Let me go catch it.
Yeah, and then you get robbed.
I'm Snorlax.
Gotta catch them all. So $113,000. What is that, like 20 cards? I mean, some of those cards are super rare.
Yeah, some of them are really, really rare, and I'm kicking myself because I collected Pokemon cards. I was a big Pokemon.
What'd you do with them?
I gave them to my little brother and little sister.
And then they destroyed them or kept them?
I have no idea what's happened to them since then. I had Charizard. I don't know if they were first edition or not. I don't think that they were that official.
No.
But I definitely had Charizard. I definitely had holographic Blastoise, holographic Venusaur. I had all of like the
speaking my language.
The first edition.
3 other people.
Yeah, you listen. Those 3 people out there that know these cards know, like, oh, that's a rare one. There,
I can empathize with you a little bit because when I was a kid, when I first started collecting baseball cards, it was 77. So I was buying 77, 78, 79. And those cards I kept in a bag, not a box. I kept them in a paper bag. And I thought the way to make them more valuable is to make them look old, so I would wrinkle them up in my hand.
Oh man, that's an interesting thought though for a kid, right?
Yes.
Like, these are worth more because they're so old.
Yes. And boy, I wish I had a lot of those cards. And then also we would flip them. Do you know the card flipping game? Do you know what that is?
I don't.
With a couple kids, and this was huge in elementary school, that we would sit and throw our cards against the wall, and you just bounce them off the wall, and then the way you win is if your card landed on one of their cards or one of the other cards, and then you got every card in there. But everybody's cards, I'm talking, yeah, I know, talking about like George Brett, Robin Yount rookies and stuff, all with damaged corners. And now they have that big scam where it's not a scam, but you go and you get your cards rated, and they do that with the Pokemons too. So I bet you some of those. Now, do your kids play Pokemon or collect the cards, or did you ever do that?
They collect the cards.
They do.
And they also collect, Pete collects something called One Piece. It's an anime.
Bikinis or under bathing suits?
Mom, I found another bathing suit.
It's an anime called One Piece.
Oh,
and,
okay.
They make cards, and he really likes them. And it's really cool because the card shop near us is really cool and helpful and friendly, and they'll they have a bunch of cards that they cull through and to get rid of to make room for more cards, and he'll save them and give them to Pete.
Oh, that's cool. So they're not
even if they're
valuable.
not worth, they're not really valuable. They maybe like 50 cents or something.
Oh,
but,
nice. Now, is
he
it
likes
just
to collect them.
Is it just gaming stuff, or do they have baseball cards and sports cards?
No, they don't really have baseball. They have like anime and Pokemon, and then in the other room they have a Pokemon tournaments. That's it's real interesting to look at when they're having the tournament.
So they're actually playing the game. They're actually playing the card game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
they'll
cool.
play the card game.
Pete is playing the game?
No, Pete is not playing.
He's just in
collecting.
Collecting. Okay.
Yeah.
He just likes to collect.
Well, the game was so difficult
He's
to
a future
understand.
hoarder.
They were so difficult to understand how to play. Like I remember the game that came out right after Pokemon, when Pokemon was in its heyday, was this game called Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Those cards are valuable as well.
Yeah, those cards are valuable, but the game itself was actually pretty fun to play. Now I didn't get super into it, but I had enough where I could play people. Some people got really into that game.
You were playing Magic the Gathering back in the day.
Hey, Magic was fun.
Let's play Magic the Gathering.
What I don't understand,
I ran out of mana.
What I don't understand now is these digital cards now that people get now, like where they open up digital packs.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
I haven't seen the digital ones.
You haven't seen these? They are. I'm astonished. People get excited about opening up a digital pack of cards on their phone, and I'm like, what?
They have it for baseball and football cards as well. Nuts.
And at 426, it is very slow through West Atlanta out of downtown. 20 westbound Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Crash and car fire cleanup in multiple right lanes. Use MLK, Joseph E. Boone, or Highway 78 as alternates. We're also trying to clear up a crash that's been shutting down Fulton Industrial Boulevard northbound and Great Southwest Parkway. You can use Riverside Parkway as an alternate. How's the ride on I-85 in Gwinnett County, Andrew Seco?
Moving a little bit slow, leaving the Chamblee area, 85 northbound, seeing the brake lights on and off from 285 up towards Indian Trail Road, exit 101. Then another bit of a delay spot here, 85 northbound through Suwannee, breaking free 985, and some road work, 85 south, taking you towards Hamilton Mill Road. We're blocking the right lanes, a couple extra minutes of commute time towards the Mall of Georgia. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It's not going away, that spot you're trying to ignore on the ceiling, and it's only going to get worse. Hey, it's Dave Baker, host of the Home Fix-It Show from my experts at Findlay Roofing. The roof guys. Your roof is long overdue to be replaced, and now Findlay has 0% financing available, so it's even easier to get a new roof. Get started today with a Findlay Roofing free roof analysis, then take advantage of the 0% financing available. FindlayRoofing.com.
Hi, this is Candace from Exovations, and have I got a tip for you. But today, instead of giving you a home remodeling tip, my tip is don't just take my word for it. For over 20 years, you've heard me on the radio sharing remodeling advice. But if you really want to know what sets Exovations apart, go read our reviews. At exovations.com, you'll find hundreds of real stories from real homeowners who have trusted us with their exterior remodeling projects. From decks, siding, windows, doors, gutters, paint, roofing, porticos, and so much more. You'll see words like amazing work, incredible experience from start to finish, and again, stress-free. That's not just what we say, it's what our customers say. So yes, I'm Candace from Exovations, but don't just listen to me. Listen to our reviews. At Exovations, we do projects on time, on budget, and without all that stress. Google Exovations or visit EXOVATIONS.com.
Hey y'all, Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care, and I'm not gonna cry in this commercial, I hope. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I am so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. It's all because of the incredible caregivers who came to see them every day. I am so grateful to Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company that vets and hires every single one of their caregiving specialists. They don't have contractors. They're not some national corporation. They are simply the best here in Georgia. And a lot of you have asked me about my journey and if home care is right for your aging parents. I'll tell you what I tell them. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Kayachio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story with just weeks until the start of a new school year. There's a new push to send Georgia federal education money that is currently tied up.
With the days counting down to the start of the school year, State Senator Rashawn Kemp, a former high school teacher, is calling for more than $200 million in education funding to be released to Georgia. That includes millions for after-school programs.
This is an education issue. It's an economic issue, and it's a moral issue.
He says if the funding is not released, the governor should call a special session to make up the shortfall, something that the governor's office says is not being considered at this time. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
And more than 20 states are now suing the Trump administration over that frozen school funding. Georgia is not among the states suing. It is 94 degrees in Atlanta. What are the chances for pop-up storms this week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. President Trump announces today an arms deal with NATO. The U.S. would supply Patriot systems and other arms to help Ukraine in its ongoing war with Russia. Karen Travers reports from the White House on why the president is making the move.
President Trump again expressing his frustration with Vladimir Putin, speaking about the phone calls he has with the Russian leader and how, quote, the talk doesn't mean anything.
I speak to him a lot about getting this thing done. And I always hang up and say, well, that was a nice phone call. And then missiles are launched into Kiev or some other city. And I said, strange.
The president called Putin a, quote, tough guy and said he's fooled a lot of American leaders over the years, but insisted that hasn't happened with him.
President Trump says he's giving Russia 50 days to reach a deal to end the war or face 100% tariffs. A Massachusetts firefighters union blames inadequate staffing for slowing the response to a deadly fire at an assisted living facility.
Firefighters in Fall River, about 50 miles south of Boston, say they could have saved more lives had they had more manpower. They say that prevented them from having an adequate response to the deadly fire. Union officials say the closing of fire stations and cutbacks on staff in the city had been a problem for decades.
Jim Krasula reports 9 people died in the fire and more than 24 others are injured. Georgia arts are getting a financial boost of more than $1.3 million to be spread out across nearly 50 counties.
The Gwinnett County Public Library Foundation is one of the recipients of a $5,000 project grant, with funds going to a birthday celebration for author Jane Austen.
This will be her 250th birthday.
The library's Duffy Dixon says Austen novels will be given away.
No, one book per person. We're going to let people, we have a spinning wheel. So you're going to spin for a title. That said, if you already have that title, we'll give you a different one.
The celebration begins August 1st. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
As the Braves host the All-Star Game tomorrow, Truist Park becomes the latest ballpark to add a sensory-friendly space for fans overwhelmed by the noise. The Braves' Danielle Bedacy on the goal of Braves Haven.
A space where you could kind of come, gather yourselves, and really take that little check-in break and be able to return to the game.
More than 20 other stadiums now have these spaces. Access is free, and they plan to limit access to 15-minute intervals. Drivers in the city of Milton will notice some changes this week.
Drivers on Heritage Walk around City Hall may experience delays and detours this week as work crews install speed tables. How it impacts you may change from day to day, according to Rob Del Ross with the city's Public Works.
Detours set up along with signs, cones to make sure that we're not restricting access for businesses or for residents that live in the area.
The city is also installing a four-way stop at the intersection where Cox Road meets Etris and Ebenezer Roads in southwest Milton. That is a short-term fix. A permanent roundabout is coming, but not for at least another year. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
If you have a trip planned to the Grand Canyon this summer, the North Rim will be closed for the rest of the season. It comes after wildfires destroyed the historic Grand Canyon Lodge. All visitors and employees at the lodge were able to safely evacuate, and all 50 to 80 buildings have been destroyed. It is now 4:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather, and Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Checking the ride through the heart of the city, Bill. You are jammed in 400 southbound, right around Sidney Marcus. 85 from the Cheshire Bridge Lenox exit, and it stays slow into Midtown and downtown with 75, 85 southbound, stacked and packed down to I-20. Part of that due to earlier trouble on I-20. We'll check on that in just a second. But 75, 85 northbound, that ride is slow the whole way from Highway 166 Langford Parkway. Not going to find any relief till you get up past Freedom Parkway. Any better news on I-20 in West Atlanta, Andrew Seco?
A little bit of better news. The vehicle fire seems to have cleaned up. All lanes reopen. I-20 westbound approaching MLK Jr. Drive, exit 53. Still a little slow as you're coming north and south from the downtown connector. But we're still slowing and going, leaving them all at Stonecrest. Crash looks to still be active in at least one lane here. I-20 westbound at Wesley Chapel Road, exit 68. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, hot and humid this evening. Overnight lows in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon. Few of the storms tomorrow may produce locally heavy downpours. Outside the rain, it's going to be hot with a high of 94.
93 in Decula, 96 in Woodstock, and 92 in Hampton. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
When someone's AC is on the fritz, drains are clogged, or wall outlets are sparking, Castile Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical never asks, how soon do you need it fixed? You know why? Because no one in recorded history has ever said, oh, take your time, just whenever you can get to it. We just assume how fast can you get here will always be the answer. So Castile will be there same day, and we won't leave until you're 100% satisfied. See? Sometimes it's good to assume. It gets your AC fixed fast. Book today at CastileAir.com.
The Steel Horse Law name strikes fear in the heart of big insurance companies. We make them pay.
I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. I've been in banking for over 30 years, and my team and I know that businesses have the best results when they work with local bankers who know the Atlanta market. Bankers who will work to understand your business operations and bring good ideas to the table. At Ameris Bank, we do that. I invite you to reach out so we can start a conversation. Visit amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
Belinda Skelton here with Atlanta Vision Institute's very own Dr. Ashraf, who is one of the most experienced eye surgeons in the country. Dr. Ashraf, we've all watched the news and the economy is uncertain, but failing eyesight isn't. And if you've held back due to finances, we've got good news for you, don't we?
Yes, Belinda, as you know, our eyesights degrade as we age. And with the laser optics procedure, that resets all of that. And most of my patients go most of the day without glasses. They can even read their phone without glasses. And in terms of the economy, most of these patients, their medical insurance can cover most of the costs. And if it doesn't, we have a lot of good financing options for this procedure.
That's awesome, Dr. Ashraf. I urge you to take the quiz to see if you're a candidate. Go to 2020atlanta.com. That's 2020atlanta.com.
It's our 20th anniversary at North Georgia Replacement Windows.
and we're celebrating with our biggest sale in company history.
It's Ted and Jonathan. For a limited time, save 25% on beautiful Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows and doors.
Celebrate with us and upgrade your home's energy efficiency, comfort, and curb appeal. Window and door shopping made simple.
Hurry, 25% savings ends July 31st.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah.
Well, leave it to Atlanta to break into Beyonce's vehicle and steal unreleased material. I guess that's the breaking news.
That's right, from Channel 2.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's right, JC. That's not good news here. Beyonce's choreographer and one of her dancers said thieves broke into their Jeep Wagoneer and stole numerous items, including a jump drive containing unreleased music, footage plans for her show, and past and future set lists. So they
and
took
maybe
a lot.
the Epstein list.
That's where it went.
Yeah.
It was always on Beyonce's jump drive. Dang it.
That's where I hid it. That no MAGA people would be looking there.
They would never expect it.
That's terrible. They was it parked here? Where did it happen?
Yeah, so it was parked just outside of Mercedes-Benz, one of the parking decks, and it was a rental black Jeep Wagoneer.
Huh.
And they broke in right before the show started this on Thursday. So this is now just new information that's coming out now. So
That sucks.
So I hate when people do.
Well, when they
like
steal
this.
your material and
Yeah.
release it before it's ready.
Yeah,
It happens to me all the time.
Trying to think about who Beyonce's biggest competitor is now in that field. I guess it'd be all the country artists now because
Morgan Wallen did it.
Yeah, it probably is. It's a sting from Morgan Wallen.
He has a team of operatives which are able to break into other country performers' vehicles and steal their stuff.
Because if you think about it, I mean, when you think
all the single ladies, all the single ladies. I don't know what he sounds like.
When you think about the three biggest artists in the country right now, it's Morgan Wallen, Beyonce, and Taylor Swift. Those are your three biggest.
Is Morgan
artists.
Wallen really that big?
Oh, he's huge.
Is he?
Yeah, huge. That guy sells out everywhere.
Or huge?
Huge.
Huge. Amazing. All that trouble he got into a couple years ago, and he's still the #1 artist.
People do not care. They're like, you know what? As long as his music's good. And what he's now that song is pandering.
Great music.
Yeah, it's
but what he does though that's
memorable.
That's so smart is he's realized that the way people consume songs now is they like songs that are just under 3 minutes.
They're like a fast food meal. You consume it, and then you throw the bag away, and you forget about it.
And move on to the next one, right?
That's all music, though. Everything's algorithm-based.
Yeah.
You can see videos on TikTok that tell you how to make something. Here, use this music. Do this, do that. And how does that foster creativity? Now, Autumn, you're a big TikTok user, so you see the same type of music and movements and things that you have to have in order to go viral.
I have seen those things pop up, but I think they might be coming up on yours more because you are more interested in like getting more views on certain videos that you're putting up.
Yeah, but I don't get any. They get shut down at a certain point.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like the reason why the videos of how to get viral are coming up.
Oh,
on
they
yours
want
is
me to
because
do
you're
it.
interested. Yeah, you're interested in going viral, but
Okay.
I mean,
I mean, I have viruses, but no, go ahead. I'm stepping on you.
yeah, just going viral is I mean, just like anybody who wants to gain some fame, it's just a different medium than we're used to, I guess.
It
You know.
feels to me like it's all a game, and you have to play their game, and especially
But it's not
with
all a game because people, I'm so sorry, but people that, don't mean to go viral all the time.
Sure, but the people who really want to, let me tell you about it. You get stuck at 600. Are you in TikTok jail? It's a little annoying, but the algorithms are the proof that you have to do it, and music is no different now.
And the way people consume music's different too. I mean,
I eat it now.
Yeah.
It is so edible now.
Nom, 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 nom.
You ever smoke it?
I have not tried smoking it yet, but I bet.
I've bruleed it, and it's really great.
Ooh, I bet that's fire.
I
bet
vape
that's
there
really
at
good.
church.
Ooh,
I bet that's good too. But I do
Anything to not have to hear it.
I do tease my lovely wife because I call her DJ 30 Seconds because she likes to skip to the next song very quickly. And that's because we are now in a time where people want to get the main hook of the song and then you move to the next one very quickly.
I don't think that's specific to your generation or to your wife. I do that too, and it annoys anybody that's in the car with me. but I'll hear a little bit of a song, go, I don't need to hear that song. And it's just because
Really?
you
You're okay.
Well, you have that ability to do it now, whereas you didn't. If you wanted to do it with a cassette, you had to fast forward it.
You had the chance of ripping the tape.
Yeah, or a CD, you're still the same artist unless you made your own mix CD, which I used to do too. We talk a lot about music on the show. Eric is an album person. He loves listening to an album from start to finish. I like to make mixes, and just because I grew up on the radio more so than buying albums.
Me too.
And so, yeah, I mean, I make my own things. I do my own playlists. And even then, I'm like, I better put it on shuffle.
You put your own playlist on shuffle.
I
Shame
put my
on
own,
you.
Absolutely, because I'll go in and make the playlist, and I'll be like, oh yeah, the B-52s, and I'll add a bunch of B-52 songs, and then if I don't shuffle it, then they're all in a row.
Oh, yeah, that's super annoying.
See, I think what's and I think what you're alluding to, Autumn, is it's so important with like a playlist, right? At least when I'm building them, is I want to make sure that there's a flow to it, right? Like, so when I'm starting it, I'm like there's a reason why this song's in this slot. There's a reason why this song's the third song.
I don't think about that at all.
Oh, you don't? Okay, all right.
No, that's what I'm saying. I put it on shuffle because I'm saying I think of one artist, and I'm like, oh yeah, I like that song. Oh yeah, that song, and then they're all in a row. So if I don't shuffle it, then they'll all be playing in a row. I'm not interested in that.
Oh, see, I build playlists totally different.
I do that too. I think, all right, I'm going to make this, and this song means this, and this is next, and this is next. And then I give it a goofy name, I'm like, oh, that's what this is. But then I do the same thing Autumn does. I'm like, shuffle.
Also, I don't make specific playlists for specific things. I mean, I have a Christmas one. I have one for trivia. And then I have my own. And that is just a huge mix of all crazy different things. And like my boyfriend was saying, like, what if you, like, I would like to see what you would put on a playlist that would be for like a long road trip. And I was like, it would just be my mix. It would just be the mix that I already have. And it would just be like shuffling around to see what I wanted to listen to and what I didn't. And he's like, no, but I want to know what it would be. But I was like, it's not. There isn't one. It's just mine.
Now you're one of those people. Okay, gotcha. I think I'm with your boyfriend Joe on this one. He's like, no, your playlist should tell a story. Like, why does it start here and then
it
why
tells
does
the story of these are the songs I like.
Yeah, these are the songs I like. One thing good it does a lot of good things, but Spotify, when you run to the end of your list, if you play it in order, it'll start bringing in songs from other, recommendations and things like that. And it always, I could discover new things that way.
Yeah, Amazon does that too.
Yeah, I don't like Amazon.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I put all my eggs in my Amazon basket, unfortunately, so now I pay for that.
Okay. Oh, you, the person who hates.
Miss Anti-Amazon. Wow. Okay.
I haven't always been anti-Amazon.
Just recently.
Just recently, and I haven't made the shift.
Well, you better. How many playlists do you have? Because that's the issue. You don't, you've spent so much time curating all of these that you don't want to get rid of it, right?
So it depends.
Yeah, like I said, I don't have that many. I really have, like, a Christmas one, the one I use for trivia, and then my own, and that's it.
I made a playlist once from. I saved a sheet that was a college radio show I did, a 2-hour show. So I have every song in order from that.
Oh, see, that's cool.
Autumn doesn't agree.
I used to do stuff like that. But it was it was on my Apple Music. It was like iTunes. I had stuff categorized like that. Where it was like all the music from Vice City and all of their different radio stations.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But
that is the fun way to build playlists. Now, I will admit I have done playlists kind of like what you're talking about, Autumn, where it's like just generally it's like just throw things into a list. Like I'm going on a road trip, right? I don't have time to go and make sure that, X song goes in a Y song that goes in the Z song. But if I have time, I probably have 5 really, really good playlists on
Don't all the songs sound the same?
On my stream. No, they're not all EDM. I'm all over the place. I do have a couple of really good EDM playlists, but I do have
you should share them.
My classic rock playlist too. I've got some good ones. I've got a good country playlist as well too.
Boston on that classic rock list?
Absolutely. Love Boston.
Then it's terrible.
Love Boston. Oh, come on. Boston's not that bad.
Yeah, they are.
You really don't like Boston?
Cool.
What? You know what I keep
Boston.
forgetting? Let me get my phone out, Jared.
How could you forget about Alex Williams,
our
dear buddy?
I love Alex Williams. He's a great friend of mine, and I didn't say hi to him earlier. Now I feel really bad.
You are a jerk.
Alex Williams is checking the ride on I-75 near Truist Park.
Strike one, Tim. Watching the ride into Marietta if you're trying to make your way over toward Truist Park. 75 northbound, a few brake lights out of northwest Atlanta heading up to 285 and the Windy Hill exits, those exits that'll take you over to the Battery Atlanta. 75 southbound, though, the right lanes are definitely filling in there out of Marietta from South Marietta Parkway, trying to get on to 285. A lot of pressure on that exit to Cobb Parkway there coming off of 285, so that's going to keep the 75 ride slow. And better news in northern Gwinnett County, they've wrapped up that right lane road work. 85 southbound Hamilton Mill Road exit 120. Delays improving as you make your way south through Brazelton. New trouble on 285 down near the airport. With details, it's Andrew Seco.
Got a left lane crash here. We're moved sideways on the jam cam in that far left lane and the Gore 285 east, the outer loop at I-75 exit 58, and a couple extra brake lights as you leave Hartsfield Jackson. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Topical.
I feel for you if you've been working from home.
Local.
They're suing the landlord. The lawsuit filed in Cobb County Superior
Getting
Court.
you through your
It's
morning.
good stuff for this show. It's good stuff for the radio station.
Mark Arrow.
That's about all I ask.
Mark Arrow.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Summer is here, so if you're thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. You can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, or costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Listen up, because women have long waited for the world to recognize the importance of our health.
Northside Hospital goes beyond "we hear you" to "we're out here with you," because women deserve more than open ears.
They deserve open doors, and 1 ounce of action is worth 1,000 words.
Northside is rolling up our sleeves and getting to work for you.
This is a house call. Heard. Learn more at northside.com/heard.
Buying a car shouldn't be a mystery. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. At Jim Ellis, we believe in complete transparency because you deserve to know exactly what you're getting. That's why we show you all the numbers, no hidden fees, no surprises. We explain every option clearly so you can make the right decision with confidence. And if you ever have questions, we have answers. Our team is here to guide you, making sure you're informed and in control every step of the way. At Jim Ellis Automotive, we don't want to sell you just any car. We want to help you buy the right car, because doing the right thing for you is what matters most to us. Experience car buying the way it should be. Honest, straightforward, and built around you. And don't forget, Jim Ellis buys cars too. It's the safe and easy way to get maximum value for your car. To get started, visit one of our 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta or shop online at jimellis.com. The quick, easy, and convenient way to search and compare more than 5,500 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
This is Scott Slade, and it's hard to believe I've been on the radio in Atlanta for 41 years. And for most of those years, the great people at Ragsdale Heating and Air have been taking care of their customers. Customers like me, with many employees with the company for 10, 20, even 30 years. When you get that kind of continued dedication to real service from employees who really care, it pays off. Witness over 10,000 five-star reviews from their many years of business. If your AC isn't working right, click RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Going on 3 decades, Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
Hey, this is Robbie with Ben Hill Renovations, the preferred deck experts heard on the Home Fix-It Show. We're well known for our superior craftsmanship for decks and outdoor living spaces. And at Ben Hill Renovations, we provide that same attention to detail when it comes to roofing, siding, windows, and doors. So get your project started today and call to schedule a free estimate. Or you can stop by our showroom in Douglasville, online at bhrenovations.com. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription, and I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it, because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Yeah, I'm looking up at the television, and CNN is on, and now I know why Eric turns it off. Just one annoying headline after the next. All day.
They keep people hooked.
Well, they do. Or, people aren't sitting and watching it all day unless, they can't get out of their chair. But I know people that watch Fox News all day. I know people that watch MSNBC all day. So obviously there's people watching CNN all day.
You know what is a good news channel? And I mean, just for
WSB.
Well, of course, WSB Radio is number one. But if you're at home and you want to get away from like a lot of these like just talking heads where they have this round table going on here on CNN, and I can understand why that would be annoying, by the way. The Gallup poll, 79% of Americans say immigration is a good thing. Of course, overall, it's a good thing.
I like it.
When you think about legal immigration, absolutely.
I don't care. We need more people, legal or illegal.
Right. So
come on in.
I'm sure
open.
it's skewed one way or the other. But if you're trying to get away from like the talking heads like that, what I've noticed is because there's so many different streaming TV channels, streaming TV news channels.
RT?
I guess RT is
Russia Today.
Oh, Russia Today. I have not watched
George's favorite.
I watched the Fox Live.
Fox Live? Oh, Fox Live is pretty good.
They do a good job, and they even have like the little viewer count over in the corner, which I think is so cool. I like that, where it's like, 100,000.
What, like our live video?
Yeah, like our live
video. Do we have 100,000 people watching this right now? I thought so.
Yeah. Subtract maybe 95,000.
Negative 1 million. I don't watch any news except for local news.
Yeah, local news is the way to go.
But even local news sometimes is like intense, and it freaks me out. Where it's like the child was left and abandoned. It's like, okay.
Oh yeah. That stuff I don't necessarily want to see all the time, but it is. I mean, if you really want to know what's going on in your town or city, that's the best place to go.
Definitely. And if you're trying to get away from all of the roundtable discussions about the same 5 stories every single day, I found that Fox Live is really good for that, and also that CBS 24-hour loop that they do, 24/7. Loop, they get away from the talking heads for the most part, and
they need to bring back headline news. I don't know if any of you remember headline news.
HLN, yeah.
Well, no, before it was HLN, it was CNN headline news, and they showed this. It was live every half hour. They updated it, but it was like a traditional old network newscast where you just got the main stories, and occasionally they, Bill Smith is in Iran. I don't know. There's no Bill Smith, but you know what I mean.
Sure.
And you got the weather, and you got sports updates. And headline news was actually just a half-hour newscast. I think didn't Smiling Mark used to work at headline news.
Sure did. He worked over there, and I think the two closest things to that now, Tim, are probably the Sky News and France 24. So you get a little bit of the British inflection from Sky News.
I don't want that.
And then from France 24, you get some. Their English is
I
pretty
don't want
good.
no Frenchies or English people. I want Americans doing our news.
So I'm telling you, if you're trying to break away from all of the chatter, all of the pundits and stuff, those two are pretty good if you're at home just watching TV like that.
Oh, yeah. Or you could just go to X and scroll all day long. Alex Williams says there is a crash on 285 in Clayton County.
Starting to slow those 285 eastbound outer loop rides through the airport tunnels coming over from Riverdale Road. It's a crash on the left lane right at I-75, exit 58 that's slowing that ride. And now we got new trouble over in Clarkston. It's a stalled tractor trailer in the center lane, 285 southbound the inner loop, Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. That's starting to cause delays back up into Doorville. Some better news on I-20 over there on the east side, Andrew Seco.
Looks like we do have some better news. All lanes back open from earlier trouble. I-20 westbound between Panola Road and Wesley Chapel Road. We still have some brake lights taking you back to the Mall of Stonecrest, so keep a foot close to the brake pedal. Plan for a couple extra minutes of commute time until we're in some better shape. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once-yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair's summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
You've thought about assisted living for your parents, but maybe the right answer is renovating your home and having mom or dad move in. I'm Richard, Chief Architect at Sketch House, where we create custom architectural drawings for homeowners looking to remodel. Why get drawings first? You'll know what's possible. You'll be able to get pricing and compare builders apples to apples, and builders love drawings. You'll get bumped to the top of their list with drawings in hand. Let Sketch House help you make a decision about your aging parents at a fixed price. Visit sketchhouse.com. That's sketch, HAUS.com.
Hey y'all, Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care, and I'm not going to cry in this commercial, I hope. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I am so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. It's all because of the incredible caregivers who came to see them every day. I am so grateful to Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company that vets and hires every single one of their caregiving specialists. They don't have contractors. They're not some national corporation. They are simply the best here in Georgia. And a lot of you have asked me about my journey and if home care is right for your aging parents. I'll tell you what I tell them. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
Properties come in all shapes and sizes, and so do foundation repairs. Mark Beckham here. It could be new construction, a big house, a small house, or your commercial property. Anyway, you need the leaders in foundation repair to handle it. Get your free estimate at atlantaramjack.com.
A DUI conviction could get you fired, get your license suspended, and increase your insurance rates. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. I recommend you talk to my friend George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Go to georgestein.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Man's best friend. Loyal, trustworthy, dependable. Findlay Roofing is your roof's best friend. Loyal with a lifetime warranty, trustworthy with upfront pricing, and dependable with the highest quality work. FindlayRoofing.com.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story is all new this hour. Atlanta police are investigating a car break-in linked to Beyonce.
Just days before the music superstar opened her 4-day concert stint at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, her choreographer and one of her dancers were in town and parked their rental car at the deck on Krog Street. When they returned an hour later, they found the car had been broken into and hard drives containing set lists for the concert and upcoming shows, watermarked music, unreleased tracks, and video footage was stolen along with several other items, including bags and clothing and computer accessories. Authorities say that there were cameras in the area that did capture the break-in, and the investigation is continuing. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
95 degrees in Atlanta. What are the storm chances this week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The feds put a stop to alleged drug trafficking by 2 DeKalb County auto mechanics.
It's definitely a bump in the road for what the U.S. Attorney for Georgia's Northern District says was a major cartel drug trafficking conspiracy concealed in this auto repair shop. Officers pulled over each mechanic after he drove away from work.
Between the two seizures, over 2,500 pounds, that is over a ton of methamphetamine.
As for whether the shop's customers knew about it, U.S. Attorney Teddy Hertzberg tells me,
I can't speak to that. It's possible that some customers knew and that others did not know.
Hertzberg says the arrests of Jared Thompson and Daniel Santana Lopez could lead investigators higher up the cartel ladder. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
This is all new at 5 o'clock. A teenager is arrested smuggling contraband through a window at the Fulton County Jail South Annex. 19-year-old Daharius Toland is facing numerous charges. A search of the jail cell and a bag in Toland's possession leads to the seizure of contraband, including nearly 700 grams of suspected marijuana, more than 24 packs of cigarettes, as well as cell phones, lighters, bolt cutters, a crowbar, 2 clear plastic bags of green liquid, 4 bottles of air freshener, and a handcuff key. With a new school year starting in just a couple of weeks, more than 20 states are now suing the Trump administration over frozen funding for school programs. Georgia is not part of the lawsuit, but State Senator Rashawn Kemp is among those sounding the alarm. He says the clock is ticking.
Many teachers are actually coming back to school this week. These funds were already passed by Congress and included in school budgets. This isn't a policy review, it's sabotage.
Georgia School Superintendent Richard Woods also calls on the Trump administration to release the money to ensure the success of our students. In a 6-3 ruling today, the Supreme Court is allowing the Trump administration to resume layoffs at the Department of Education.
This is a real victory, I think, for the future of American education.
Secretary of Education Linda McMahon says not being able to fire department personnel was a roadblock to the White House goal of returning education back to the states and out of the hands of the federal government. Just in time for baseball's All-Star Game, the Braves add space for people overwhelmed by the noise.
It's called Braves Haven. It's a new sensory room located on the Lexus level at Truist Park. The MLB's April Brown says this will help expand access to fans.
We are at our best when we have everyone coming to our ballparks.
Access to the room is free and will be managed by guest services attendants. Danielle Badesi with the Braves says this is a great addition.
And we're really excited to be able to offer this and make baseball more accessible for all Braves fans.
It's all part of $4 million in community legacy partnership projects with the MLB for the All-Star Game. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
And Truist Park will be packed tonight for the Home Run Derby ahead of tomorrow's All-Star Game. The Braves' Matt Olson will be among those swinging for the fences tonight. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announces today major ice cream makers in the U.S. are eliminating artificial food dyes from their products by 2028.
This is relevant to my favorite food, which is ice cream. And,
he thanks the manufacturers for getting on board with his push to eliminate bad dyes from food production. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Jammed up on the south side perimeter coming past the Airportville. It's a crash in 1.5 left lanes now. 285 eastbound, the outer loop at I-75 before you get over there to Old Dixie Highway. They're definitely in the left lane. Part of the police car is also blocking that center lane, so that's stacking up the ride back back at Riverdale Road. Forest Parkway will get you around that. Stalled Big Rig was able to get itself out of the center lane in Clarkston. 285 southbound, everything back open at Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway, but it's still a slow ride coming out of Tucker and Dorville. How are things looking through downtown Atlanta, Andrew Seco?
Still a lot of brake lights north and southbound. No crashes or stalls. Just the car in front of you, Alex. 75, 85 north and southbound. Seeing the brakes either direction from East Point through the heart of downtown all the way up past Midtown. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy, hot and humid this evening. Sunset just before 9 o'clock. Temperatures still in the upper 80s at that time, eventually cooling into the mid-70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, heating up to a high of 94. Then watching for scattered rain showers and thunderstorms to develop with the heating of the day. Some of these storms may produce torrential downpours that could then lead to localized flooding. Wednesday and Thursday, partly cloudy with isolated pop-up storms, highs in the low 90s. Friday, partly cloudy with scattered storms in the afternoon, high near 90.
Right now it's 95 in Decatur. It's 94 in Ackworth, also 94 in Locust Grove. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with a fun new segment that I like to call Culture Pop. Entertainment and cultural news with Autumn Fisher. Hey, Autumn.
Hey, it's me, Autumn Fisher, here to report the entertainment news. Yeah, we're going to start off strong with Elmo. Everybody loves that red fur. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah, please don't do that voice.
I like the Beth Mowins voice. Well done.
Yeah. Elmo's X account was hacked over the weekend, and he said a lot of crazy things.
I saw this story. So was it really Elmo, or was it a hacker?
Well, that's what's funny about this article, where it was like, fans of the puppet were left confused. It's like, they weren't.
No, they weren't.
He thinks that that's really Elmo.
And who's looking at Elmo's X account? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I follow it every day,
adults?
guys.
Yeah, Disney adults. Are you really an adult?
How else are you supposed to keep up on Sesame Street if you're not going to check Elmo's?
Well, Sesame Street doesn't exist
Follow me and
anymore.
I'll say crazy things.
What was the craziest thing you said, Mr. Elmo?
Well, I can't
be
say it on
careful.
the radio.
Yeah. Well, you could make it up.
Okay, I'll make it up.
I said that people should die because I don't like them from somewhere else.
Oh, I see. Well, that's not very nice, Elmo. I thought you were very friendly and you loved everyone.
I'm very friendly, but sometimes, the ants, they get in your kitchen, and then you have to kill the ants. It's either you or the ants.
See, I thought Elmo would be the type of person that would get the ants in a little cup and maybe take them outside. But Elmo, I saw, was very upset about the Epstein list not
being inclusive with those ants.
Well, that's true. You mix them up.
No, the Epstein files, Donald Trump is a bad boy.
Well, you know what, Elmo? I'm going to turn the entirety of Sesame Street into Section 8 housing, and you're going to have to find a new place to live. You will
That's
have
how
to
it
live.
started. It probably would be better to go backwards.
No. We're not going to. Listen, the only person left on your street is going to be Oscar the Grouch.
Oh, no! He's so grumpy.
You can stay there, but you're going to have to live with him in that garbage can and that whole world underneath that he has, okay?
Doesn't he have a friend? Like a worm or something?
Oh, he has a worm, yes, and hopefully that worm climbs into your brain so you can't tweet anymore.
I don't know why.
Don't delete my X account, Mr. President. I promise I won't say
Come on
anything
over to
about you
Truth
anymore.
Social. There's lots of...
There's more freedom over on Truth Social. right?
Organic, natural accounts. It's not filled with bots at all.
Oh, wait a minute. That's all of it.
I just can't believe that, Mr. President, you wouldn't make room for the count. I feel like the count is essential to Sesame
Well,
Street.
you know, the Count and I don't like his position on lowering the interest rates. He's aligned with Jerome Powell. I don't like Count, you know.
He's a knucklehead, huh?
He's a knucklehead.
He's also like too in your business, He needs to keep to himself. Stop counting my stuff.
Oh, I know. He has OCD. He's always counting everything.
There needs to be 7 rocks on my counter.
I have to go in and out of this door jam 6 or 7 times.
1,
2.
9 windows to break.
Turn the doorknob 4 times to the left. What else do you have, Autumn? Well, everybody knows Elmo wasn't really, being mean.
Why, again,
It is. Yeah, go ahead, Jared.
I just, what I'm shocked about with Elmo is, first off, I think, Autumn, you brought up this point. Why in the world does Elmo need an X account? Why do we need this? And then number 2.
It's a carryover from Twitter.
Okay, but still, like, why do we know that it's a puppet? The puppet is not actually behind the keyboard, actually typing.
I'm sure.
Yeah, typing this stuff. I guess maybe
Talk
from
to text.
Maybe I guess it's promotional stuff. But
Elmo's only 4.
You've been 4 for 25 years. Elmo.
Exactly. So I just don't understand why somebody would follow that kind of account,
Just
knowing
like
that.
how nowadays, I don't know why anyone would start following Elmo, but like Tim was saying, in like early days of Twitter, it was a little bit different. Just like Facebook. Whenever when I was on Facebook, and then those memories would come up, it was like 8 years ago. I really did those really lame Facebook posts. It was like, my sandwich was awesome today.
Yeah, I did that too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember I would always say for the longest time it was Autumn Fisher is, or Jared Yamamoto is,
Yes.
and then it would do a
Tired.
fill in the block. Yeah.
Tired, hungover.
Happy.
Yeah, not happy.
Yeah.
I woke up one morning and I saw, and this is when I used to be quite a drinker, and I woke up one morning and I saw women are, it was not very nice, and I deleted it immediately.
Oh,
I'm
no.
Oh, yeah, let's not get drunk anymore, Tim, and post to Facebook. But, X used to be, when Twitter came around, it was fun. And it was a lot of jokes and celebrities, and even Muppets got on there, the people that ran those accounts. And it was something that, adults who grew up with Elmo, who were becoming adults, they interacted with it. Now, I see absolutely no point in Elmo being on X. I guess Instagram, Threads maybe, but
maybe, yeah.
But Threads, you don't get any engagement either. I mean, everything's so fractured now. That's why I go to Blue Sky.
I feel like Threads is a completely forgotten place, even from Meta. Meta's like, okay, all right, we had Threads, but we've forgotten it. Their biggest thing they try to get you to pull you over there is if you post a thread, you can easily put it on your Instagram story. Like, oh, would you like to put this on your Instagram story? I'm like, no, I don't want to put this on my Instagram story.
The reverse is also true, so I always say yes. When I post on Instagram, it'll go to Facebook and to, what is it? Oh, yeah, Threads.
Exactly.
And Blue Sky. And Gab.
Oh, Blue Sky's wonderful.
You still on Gab, George?
I only follow Elmo on Gab.
Okay.
All right. Well, Kelly Clarkson is starting a Las Vegas residency, but had to apologize because she postponed opening night. She was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, why did she postpone? Was she sick or something? Couldn't sing?
She said we can't help our bodies sometimes.
Oh, I get it. She had gas.
I ain't gonna go into too much detail, y'all.
Uh-huh. She'd eaten too much at the buffet.
Sometimes you get sick, and and that happens.
But she's got a residency there. Is she still doing her television show? Her talk show, or did she quit doing that?
I'm pretty sure she is. I'll double check here.
Because she's busy.
She's busy.
I didn't mean it to sound that way.
Oh my God, girl, you need to sit down. You're busy.
Came out that way. Kelly, you're back, but you're back on track, Kelly Clarkson, and you're doing your thing.
Oh, I'm so down. I love performing, and it was like I was just like real honest,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I did all them rehearsals, and it took a toll on my voice, and I just want everything to be perfect. And then I got sick, y'all.
Aw. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
You got to be feeling great. You just got renewed for what I'm seeing to be a 7th season. Wow, Kelly, congratulations on the Kelly Clarkson Show.
Thank you, y'all. Y'all are so sweet.
Aren't you busy though? I mean, to Tim's point, you're
yes,
doing.
I'm busy, but I've got a kid, and maybe I got a boyfriend. I'm not gonna tell, but I mean, who could pass up that coin from Las Vegas?
I can't believe we've been doing this show longer than she's had a television show, and it feels like she's had a TV show for 100 years.
It does feel like she's had it for a while. And when she recently went through that divorce, I believe since she was the breadwinner, I think she had to pay.
Yeah.
I think she had to pay money over to him. And
she had a kid with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alimony.
That's right. So I'm like, woo, okay, Kelly. So Kelly, that's why she started that Las Vegas residency, so that way she can make some more money.
Just don't go the Elvis
So I
route.
said I can't pass up that coin.
Yeah, don't go the Elvis route. You know what I mean? You can branch out and tour.
Oh, it's okay. I'm on Ozempic.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that's how I got so fit. Remember I used to wear all them belts?
I do.
I know. That was a cinch in my waist.
I was a huge fan of your belts.
Thank you. I
Mhm.
was too, honestly. I kind of miss my old body.
Yeah, well, you could. All you
Yeah,
have
it
to do
was
is
nice and soft and big.
just stop the Ozempic, and you'll be good.
Well, I know, but I bought all these new clothes, so I'm gonna keep them for a while.
You would hate that. She got rid of all of her plus size clothes. Took them to
That's
Goodwill.
hello. That's what I just said.
No, you said you got new clothes.
Oh, but then I got rid of them too. I mean, that was implied.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to make sure everybody knew you donated them instead of just throwing them in the garbage.
Yeah, Kelly Clarkson is a good human. She's not a bad human.
She actually is a good human. I've met her.
She's actually super cool.
And like really nice and doesn't get wrapped up in scandal and stuff. Except for, canceling her first show at the residency.
Y'all, I said I'm sorry. Can't help our bodies. Sometimes we get sick.
Well, that 70-year-old lady who was just wandered in there that night hoping to see you, and she's disappointed still.
Well, now she has to settle for the Backstreet Boys residency at the Sphere, so she's got to go.
When's that happening? I want to go see that.
It just started.
Wow.
So
Backstreet's back. Okay.
I'm like, okay, all right, Backstreet Boys, and apparently they're teasing a collaboration with NSYNC too.
I saw that too.
I'm like, wow.
No, Justin.
No, Justin doesn't need it.
What about the new old people on the block? They ought to get them together because they're not kids anymore. Alex Williams is checking the ride around 285, aren't you, Alex?
That is right, Tim. We're going to look at 285 westbound, the outer loop on the north side. You slow out of Dunwoody, trying to make that drive into Sandy Springs. Maybe some new trouble right around New North Side, Powers Ferry. We are checking on that, and it's going to stay slow getting past 75 in the Truist Park and the Battery region with all the activities going on tonight at Truist Park with the Home Run Derby. 285 southbound, the inner loop over on the east side. You're slow between Tucker and Clarkston from I-85 Spaghetti Junction down to Highway 78, this Stone Mountain Freeway. Still watching this crash on 285 on the south side, Andrew Seco.
Working hard to get it off to the shoulder, but we're not there quite yet. Only a right lane getting by 285 east, the outer loop, and I-75 exit 58. Brake lights taking you back towards Riverdale Road. Tough one here as you're getting past Hartsfield Jackson. The spurt sponsored by Blindster.com. Blindster.com is a family business making custom blinds, shades, and shutters. Give them a try and see why over 1 million windows have trusted Blindster. From the Cool Red Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The U.S. is investing up to $1 billion to fight the spread of bird flu.
At the top and bottom of every hour.
Traffic congestion around Metro Atlanta continues to cost commuters.
And when it breaks.
The suspect is in critical condition after being struck multiple times.
Check back 3, 4, 5 times a day for the latest.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
Hey folks, Dave Baker here with a quick tip. When it comes to garage doors, longevity matters. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta has been serving Atlanta homeowners since 1935. That's 90 years of doing it right, day after day, door after door. Sure, new companies pop up claiming to be number one, but for real trust and experience, there's only one original overhead door, the one with the red ribbon on the trucks. Longevity matters. Quality matters. Call 404 USA Door or visit overheaddooratlanta.com.
Men, are you having problems performing in the bedroom? Do pills like Viagra and Cialis leave you feeling frustrated? Well, now there's new hope for men who suffer from ED and PE problems. Meet Dr. Katz, a specialist in men's health.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Katz with Choice Men's Health. Regardless of your age or medical condition, Choice Men's Health can safely restore your sexual potency. Our customized solutions can eliminate your problem in just one visit. There's no pain, no surgery, and it's affordable.
Guys, don't let the anxiety over your performance get you down. We can get you back in the game. Call Choice Men's Health today to find out how you can eliminate ED on the very first visit. Call 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
Summer can be the most dangerous time on the roads. Hey, it's Smiling Mark McKay. Summer wrecks happen a lot. So if you've been hit, call my trusted team at John Foy & Associates, the Strong Arm. There is zero cost until they win your case. JohnFoy.com.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. If you're shopping for an engagement ring, we want you to feel like a kid in a candy store. All of our diamonds are in stock, in-store and online, so you get to use your eyes, not your imagination. Come in and look at marquee-shaped diamonds right next to ovals and pears. As your friend and jeweler, you can trust you'll get your dream diamond at an everyday competitive price. We have the widest selection in-store and at shaneco.com, because a friend knows choosing a diamond is personal. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
You know, I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by the results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
All right, Autumn Fisher, give us some more culture pop.
I will give you more. Kelly Osbourne dispels Ozzy's death rumors.
I'm not
and
dead.
Clarifies his position on Parkinson's.
That's right. She was on.
I'm against it.
This is on her Instagram story. She got very, very emotional.
So she got her she got her brand new face all up in the camera. And I was like, who is that person?
Right? Who is it? I didn't recognize her at all.
She got so upset she pulled stitches.
So there's this video going around on social media, and it's supposed to be of my dad, and it's AI, and it has a voice like my dad's David Attenborough or something.
Yeah,
and it starts out saying, I don't need a doctor to tell me that I'm going to die. I know I'm going to die. What the is wrong with you people? Why would you spend your time making a video like this? He's not dying.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. I know why they're doing it.
Yeah, I do too.
They get clicks and views and then money.
I'm already tired of the AI stuff. You know, they'll have these new channels that come out where they're using the VO3 or is that what it's called, VO3, the Google thing?
Yeah.
And they're short and they like. Have you seen the one, the Pleasantdale grocery store or whatever in North Carolina?
I have not seen this before. I know I've seen the series that you're talking about, but not this particular grocery store.
Yeah, they just made it up, whatever. But the first couple of times you watch, or listen or whatever. They're funny, but they're the same every single time. And it's really clouding thing up, which is why, and I think Greg's going to do this story later, I'm glad at what YouTube is doing to combat it, which is to demonetize it. And Meta really needs to get on board with this, because stuff like Kelly Clarkson's talking about, there has to be some regulation I'm not
Kelly
big on
Osbourne.
that. Yeah, what did I say?
You say Kelly Clarkson, but
Yeah, I
but
know.
wait,
But same
listen-
thing, yeah.
Same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Same person, basically.
No, but what she's saying is they make these videos and they go all over the place, and they don't do anything to quash them. So it's weird.
There's one really funny one that's going on around Atlanta. It's a series where it's newcomers to Atlanta, and it shows these like very like milquetoast white guys that move to Atlanta,
Yes.
and they don't know where to go and like where to like live, and it's all AI. And I have to admit, the concept initially was very creative, but then they just kept coming up with the same thing over and over again. It's
always
like
the same.
So okay, we get it. He lives in Buckhead and he likes to do the Buckhead stuff. Got it. Or oh, he's never been to Underground Atlanta. Got it. He
What's it
doesn't wanna
called
do that.
again?
It's like the newcomer to Atlanta, and it's all AI, and it's it'll have this one guy who's doing a POV shot where he's like, hey, like I've never been here before.
I heard you. I heard you. I heard you.
And
do they make those for women?
I haven't seen
That would
one
be
with.
so. Hey, look at this POV.
I haven't seen one with a Buckhead Betty, as they're called, but that would be funny to have that too. It's really
Well,
just
that's not what I'm talking about, but yeah, you're right.
Listen, there are plenty of apps that are already going that far with AI as it is, going that direction too. But this one just has a generic white guy that tells you about his story of moving to Atlanta, especially coming from a smaller city.
Hey, y'all, what's up? My name is Skylar. I'm here at Bankhead. I just moved in. I got an apartment right here. Come check it out.
100%, Tim, you nailed it. That's exactly what they do. And it is pretty funny, but then once you keep rinsing and repeating so many times, it gets repetitive. Right?
Yeah, and it'll burn itself out. It'll burn itself out
I
eventually.
like the AI videos where it's like the glass cutting. Have you seen that? Where
No.
like it's so great. It's like a fruit made of glass, and then a knife is cutting it, and then it has like great sound. It's like an ASMR.
Oh,
type of
really?
thing,
But it's
it's all
AI?
AI. It's all fake. Yeah, it'll be like cutting lava,
Oh,
or
wow.
it's really strange. It has a lot of weird combos, but it's really, really fun to
Some of those things can be very calming. One of the videos that I liked when they first started doing it was the survivalist, but it was Bigfoot.
Oh yeah.
And the first couple I saw were great, and then it just got super repetitive. Because where are you going to go with that? It's the same
Have you seen the
thing.
biblical stories ones too?
Yeah, those are funny actually.
Yeah, like, hey, he just got pulled into Nazareth.
Yeah.
Yes, now
check
those
the
are
fit,
funny.
you know?
Those are funny.
What else you got before we go to break, Autumn?
Let's see. Rosie O'Donnell is responding to Trump's threat.
I'm going to revoke her citizenship.
Yeah.
This was pretty wild. I saw notifications coming up. I guess this was on Saturday when this was really breaking over
When
the
he
weekend.
brought it up, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, get out of here. Like, what is prompting the president of the United States to be so focused on Rosie O'Donnell just because she
He's an
disagrees?
idiot.
Yeah. Well, there's
Come on,
that.
that's an idiot thing to
It
talk
is a
about.
very idiotic thing to talk about, but they've had beef for a long time.
They really have, and he needs to get over it.
Yeah.
She wasn't very nice to me once in the 90s. I ate her guts.
And if there's one thing about Trump, he never forgets that kind of stuff. So the fact that I was getting push
It's
notifications,
petty and it's awful,
Of course
and
it
it's
is.
above the station of a president.
You know, think about Biden. Go, oh boy, I hated that Barbara Walters. If she didn't get the hell out of here, I mean, come on.
it's like, get out of here.
Alex Williams says trouble on I-85 into Norcross.
Yes, that is right, Tim. We are watching this trouble. It's in the right lane, 85 northbound, right around Pleasantdale Road, exit 96, where those 285s ramp in. 285 ramps ramp into 85 northbound. So that's adding to some pressure up into Norcross. A few more brake lights, leaving Sugarloaf Parkway up into Swanee. And the toughest ride on 400 northbound is that in Sandy Springs. It's just packed in with volume from 285, but improves once you get up to Northridge Road, exit 6. Not improving through downtown Atlanta, Andrew Seco.
Wish I could say it was. We're not out of the woods here. A lot of volume, 75, 85 north and south. southbound as you're leaving East Point. The brake lights take you all the way up to 17th Street southbound. We're slow leaving 485 proper, jammed all the way down towards I-20. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hot temperatures and humidity are here to stay, and your AC unit could be wearing thin. Hey, it's Ashley Frasca for Ragsdale Heating and Air to remind you that Ragsdale wants to help you stay cool this summer by offering savings of up to $1,700 off a brand new Carrier home comfort system. And that comes with Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty because they stand behind their work. Install now, and there's no repair costs until July of 2040. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust for other areas of your home, too, like plumbing, electrical, and insulation. How convenient is that? Recently, Seth from Ragsdale came to our home, fixed a plumbing problem quickly and professionally. Others in Atlanta who've worked with Ragsdale's wonderful technicians have given Ragsdale more than 10,000 five-star reviews. And I'm one of those happy customers, too. Have been for years. Don't sweat the summer out. Schedule online at ragsdaleair.com or give them a call. Ragsdale, the name I know you can trust.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cybersecurity must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through July 21st, new customers can get started with 300 megabit internet and Security Edge for $69 a month for 24 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, find out how to get a $500 prepaid card for your business. Call and switch to Comcast Business today. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call 404-390-4000. That's 404-390-4000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News, weather,
Traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top story. In Georgia and across the country, there are new calls today for the Trump administration to release money meant to help schools. A Georgia lawmaker warns of dire consequences.
The Trump administration says $200 million in education funding for Georgia is under review, but State Senator Rashawn Kemp, a former high school teacher himself, says with days counting down to the start of school, this is going to create problems.
These funds were already passed by Congress and included in school budgets. This isn't a policy review, it's sabotage.
He says if the money is not released, the governor should call a special session so lawmakers can address the shortfall. The governor's office says that's not being considered at this time. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia is not among the more than 20 states now suing to have the school funding released, but State School Superintendent Richard Wood says the money is needed to ensure the success of our students. 95 degrees in Atlanta. Will we be dodging afternoon storms this week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Atlanta police investigating a car break-in tied to Beyonce. The theft happened days before her 4-day concert stint at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Beyonce's choreographer and one of her dancers were in town and parked their rental car at a deck on Krog Street. When they returned an hour later, they found the car had been broken into. Among the items missing, hard drives containing set lists for this concert and upcoming shows, unreleased tracks, and video footage. The break-in was captured by surveillance cameras in the area. As the war between Russia and Ukraine drags on, President Trump today expresses his frustration with Russia.
I'm disappointed in President Putin because I thought we would have had a deal 2 months ago, but it doesn't seem to get there.
During a meeting with the head of NATO today, the president says he plans to hit Russia with additional tariffs if there's no deal to end the war in 50 days. Trump also announcing he's going to send U.S. weapons to NATO, which will then be transferred to Ukraine. A Massachusetts firefighters union blames inadequate staffing for slowing the response to a deadly fire at an assisted living facility. 9 people died. Firefighters in Fall River say they could have saved more lives with additional manpower. Arts programs in dozens of counties across the state are getting money from the Georgia Council for the Arts. One of them, the Shakespeare Company from the Shakespeare Tavern.
It's always an honor, and this year it's great.
Laura Cole from the Shakespeare Tavern says many feared there would be nothing for the arts this year.
I talked to some of my peers, my colleagues, and it was a big question mark.
Cole says this money will certainly help.
For us, it's programming, but it's the salaries that supports the programming.
The Shakespeare Company takes the Bard's work to counties all over Georgia. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
As the Braves host the All-Star Game tomorrow, Truist Park becomes the latest ballpark to add a sensory-friendly space for fans overwhelmed by the noise. The MLB's April Brown says more than 20 other stadiums have these spaces.
We encourage all of our clubs to be able to provide this type of space.
Access to Braves Haven is free, and they plan to limit access to 15-minute intervals. It's part of $4 million in legacy partnership projects with the MLB ahead of the All-Star Game. Give yourself some extra time if you're driving in the city of Milton this week.
Road work is always a hassle with detours and workarounds, but Rob Del Ross with Milton Public Works says the timing is ideal to create the least amount of problems.
Pretty heavily used area. We have homes behind City Hall. We have a thriving commercial area in Crabapple, but we are happy that we're able to do it in the summertime when volumes are a little bit less.
Crews will install speed tables and other traffic calming measures on Heritage Walk near City Hall. They're also putting in a 4-way stop where Cox Road meets Etris and Ebenezer Roads. That will be converted to a roundabout at a future date. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
The Tucker City Council will consider increasing the city's parks and recreation fees tonight. The city says the Parks and Rec Department fees have remained largely unchanged since its establishment in 2020. It is now 5:34, and this news is sponsored by Findlay Roofing. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Travel advisory continues on the south side perimeter, Bill. It's a crash in 2 left lanes. 285 eastbound, the outer loop I-75 exit 58, and it's stacked up the ride back before Riverdale Road. Take Forest Parkway over to Highway 1941. You can go north and hop back on 285 east to avoid those delays. And on the west side, inner loop 285 northbound on and off the brakes, leaving Highway 166 Langford Parkway up to I-20. That's the West Freeway, exit number 10. How's 285 on the north side of town, Andrew Seco?
A little bit slow leaving Doraville, 285 east, the inner loop. Pack it in, leaving I-85 on your way down to Ponce de Leon Avenue, exit number 40. Starting to crowd in, leaving Sandy Springs, 285 west, on and off that pedal, leaving Smyrna Vinings on your way down towards I-20. And northbound on the inner loop, the brake light's taking you up through Smyrna Vinings. A couple extra minutes of commute time by the home of the Braves. From the Cool Wick Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy, hot and humid this evening. Sunset just before 9 o'clock. Temperatures still in the upper 80s at that time, eventually cooling into the mid-70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, heating up to a high of 94, then watching for scattered rain showers and thunderstorms to develop with the heating of the day. Some of these storms may produce torrential downpours that could then lead to localized flooding. Wednesday and Thursday, partly cloudy with isolated pop-up storms, highs in the low 90s. Friday, partly cloudy with scattered storms in the afternoon, high near 90.
Right now it's 90 in Sandy Springs, 87 in Canton, and 89 in Peachtree City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Someone calls you to lay your bike down? Get the very best. SteelHorseLaw.com.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Yeah, about 12, 13 years ago, I remember sitting in the house watching TV when I noticed that one of the walls looked different. It was a darker shade than the rest of the walls. Upon further investigation, it was soft and wet to the touch. You know, not having any plumbing in that area, there's only one real explanation. My roof was leaking.
Dave Baker for Finley Roofing, the roof guys.
So I needed a new roof. Like any major repair for my house, I checked out a bunch of companies. Only one company passed all my criteria, though, Finley Roofing. The roof guys. Finley Roofing was the perfect match when it came to getting a new roof. Turned out, they really are the extra effort experts. They treated my home like it was their own, tearing off the old shingles, installing new ones. They were neat and cleaned everything up, and I didn't pay anything until the job was complete. Right now, Finley is offering upfront pricing, 0% financing, and a free roof analysis. When it comes to roofing issues, think of Finley first. See them on the web at finleyroofing.com. Roof, roof.
Did you hear me? Let's weave that in naturally in the next hour.
I promise you, that's a crazy story. I've never had that happen to me before. So, happened on Saturday. So,
did you send a letter to Penthouse to let them know?
I should have. I should have sent a letter to Penthouse.
Yes. Oh, hi, Autumn.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. How about some more culture
What's up?
pop?
Sure. We were talking about Rosie O'Donnell and her responding on Twitter to Donald Trump trying to kick her out of the country.
She's already out of the
Which also
country.
is strange that they're... Sorry?
She's already out of the country. He just doesn't want her to come
I'm
back.
sorry. Revoke her citizenship?
Yeah, she lives in Ireland.
Right. So, but Ellen is backing her up.
I don't need that help, thanks.
Yeah.
Does anyone need support from Ellen? What's the story? What's the story?
I mean, maybe Portia. her wife.
What a combo right there.
Yeah.
Ellen and Rosie O'Donnell. Oh, big army there.
I think that you'd if you had to weigh the two, the likability on a likability scale, Rosie's way, way, way above Ellen. Even if you don't like her.
Sure.
Absolutely. I watched.
Well, she's at least more authentic than
Yes.
Ellen.
Yeah. She says what she feels, and she does what she says. So, you can love her or hate her. At least she's consistent.
Did you guys see Ellen's most recent Netflix special, her comedy special?
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Yeah, it was bad. Like I think I laughed maybe 3 times in it. 3 times. And I was trying my best.
So like the last Joe Rogan special.
Oh, is it that bad? See, now I have not seen that one.
I had more.
I've never thought he was very funny.
He was a
Joe
long
Rogan.
time ago when he was
Yeah.
doing stand-up, but you have to go back a long time. He's a good podcast host. I'm not taking that
See,
away.
I struggle with him as a podcast host. I don't know why. I mean, it's
Too
not
long
that,
for you.
It's not that it's too long. I don't know. There's just so many things where I'm like, this is where I would improve. It's the natural producer in me. I'm like, I would improve here.
I just need you to do research.
Yeah, exactly.
But now I lost what I was thinking. Joe Rogan. Oh yeah. No, during his last special, all I was doing was laughing at his underboob sweat on his orange shirt. I was distracted the whole time. So, what is Ellen offering to do for her in this? Just to be, a shoulder to cry on, or something.
I think it's just the New York Post answer to, hey, we gotta talk about this thing.
Oh, clickbait. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because it's just her saying like, "Good for you."
Oh, all right. So good for you turns into a story that goes viral, and then they get clicks and likes. I get it. Sometimes I fall for that.
The New York Post is great at that too. Like they know exactly how to put those very clickbaity headlines out there.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, whoa, okay, well I got to click on this, and then sometimes they're like,
It's not even a clickbait. It really just says Ellen DeGeneres supports Rosie O'Donnell as Trump as Donald Trump threatens to strip her U.S. citizenship. So all she did was reply to Rosie's Instagram saying, "Good for you." So, all right, she saw it.
And that becomes
and
new.
was like,
Yeah,
hey, cool.
That's ridiculous.
That's really stupid. Let's finish up with one more. Angry Kanye West fans chanting for their money back in a show that he did in Shanghai because he was 40 minutes late.
40 minutes. What could he possibly have been doing?
But also 40 minutes isn't that late. Maybe
No,
in
not at all.
Shanghai it's super late. But like, wasn't Madonna like 2 hours late to her show or something?
Hell, I saw Lana Del Rey last summer, and she was, or I guess last spring, and she was an hour and 15 minutes late to a 2.5 hour set.
Why would anybody wait around?
Because she was the main
It's not an
headliner.
airline. You can leave.
She was the main headliner. So we're all like, I mean, we could go and walk back to the condo. This was at Hangout Music Fest, and so we could have easily walked back to our condo, but it's like, no. She's literally the last act before the festival ends. So
You got a lot of balls if you expect your audience to stick around and wait for you, and you're an hour late. 15 minutes late is too long.
Well,
to
and then
make
she
people
showed up. They had like a whole car that brought her in, and the camera shots kept showing like close-ups of her. And her pupils were gigantic, like they were huge.
So she was sleepy.
Yeah,
It
she
was
was.
dark
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
it was dark out.
She was sleepy.
I don't know if you make your customers wait. If you went to a restaurant and you're like, well, it's gonna be another hour and a half before we can cook your meal, you'd get up and leave. Now you didn't. Obviously, you already paid ahead of time for tickets, but that's weak.
It was bad. I mean, and then when she got on stage, she was struggling. So you could tell like that she was kind of wobbly on stage.
Yeah.
She smoked a J from somebody in the crowd too, and pulled it like up.
Oh,
on
that
stage.
could have been laced with something awful.
Yeah, it really
Well,
could
I don't
have.
know about that. I was thinking more like embalming fluid,
It-
formaldehyde. they used to soak them in formaldehyde. Or
Why?
they could have put, I don't know. Or they would
Get high.
put PCP in it. It's terrible. I would never do that. Were I a singer?
Well, I was, unless this person that she grabbed the J from was a plant. She just literally just grabbed it, smoked it, and then it was one of the worst performances I've ever seen. And we ended up leaving just before the finale, and then in the finale she ended up bringing Jelly Roll out. I'm like,
So
awesome,
it was worth the wait.
great. You know, I can't believe I.
Does he
I
eat
missed
on
Jelly-
stage when he's performing? Is that his shtick?
I don't know.
Like jelly donuts?
Every day, Tim, he has got the best PR agent ever. Every day.
He can sing. I've heard him sing without all the affectation and stuff.
He's talented.
How about what's his post nasal drip? What's his name? Post Malone.
Malone.
Can he sing without all the the buzzes and
Yeah, I mean,
whizzes?
Post Malone is talented. I've brought it up many times that he.
Oh,
that
I know
he's
you brought
talented.
up that he's talented. I'm just asking if he can actually sing.
Yeah, he can. And Jelly Roll is exclusively country now, and with what he's doing, I mean, every day, like you look at the headlines and it's like, Jelly Roll did this collab. Jelly Roll did this. Jelly Roll, and it's like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm done.
I saw him at the wrestling thing this Saturday.
So he was here in Atlanta.
Wait a minute, you're burying the lead. You went to a wrestling thing, or you watched a
No, I
wrestling?
didn't. No, I was.
I just admitted, Autumn, you watched.
I was helping my dad, and he was supposed to take. He's supposed to take his pills at 9 p.m. And he had just started watching the wrestling thing, and he was like, "I'm gonna take my pills when this is over." When is it over? 10 o'clock. Okay, we'll take them then. Okay, and then, but as I'm standing there talking to him, there's like a guy with tattoos on his face, and they're like, "That's Jelly Roll."
Does your dad know who Jelly Roll is?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't know. I'm sorry.
Your
no.
dad's still a wrestling
I don't know
fan?
who Jelly Roll is, so my dad doesn't know.
Your dad's still a wrestling fan? I went to a WWE event with her dad one time. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, he was watching it. I don't know how long he watches things. Sometimes he like turns on like a movie like Castaway, and then I'll come back and he's watching Andy Griffith. So like he just
Well,
kinda
he made a good
hops
choice.
around.
He made a good choice. You can watch Castaway a couple times, and then it's like, it's time for some Andy Griffith. I need something uplifting.
Well, it's one of those movies that once you
Palate
see
cleanser.
it's
Yes.
not like the payoff at the end. Once you know what it is, the movie loses its luster the second time around. It's not like a comedy, right?
Well,
Like
I
a
just
comedy-
end up getting mad at his ex-wife.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, Helen
She
Hunt.
was.
She
should
wasn't
have
sure.
waited. She absolutely should have waited.
She should have gone to work at the library.
That's right. as long as she doesn't take I-85 because it's slow on I-85, leaving 285 into Gwinnett County, says Alex Williams.
That is right, Tim, and it's all due to this stall. No help with it. 85 northbound Pleasantdale Road, exit 96, still sitting there in the right lane. You're seeing those brake lights back towards Chamblee Tucker, also impacting the 285 ramps. 2 I-85 northbound, 400 northbound, a little sluggish in Sandy Springs from 285 up to the North Springs MARTA station. And if you're making your way to Truist Park right now, 75 looking pretty good, both north and southbound, approaching 285 and Truist Park. We got a few issues on the south side of town with the help of Andrew Seco. We'll watch those.
This one just popped up on the Jam Cam, Alex. 75 northbound at 675, exit 227. Center lane knocked out here. Brake lights taking you back towards McDonough. A couple extra minutes of commute time is all it's going to take getting closer tomorrow. Second one, long-standing trouble spot. We're in the left lane, 285 east, the outer loop at I-75, exit 58. We are slowing to going as you're passing Hartsfield-Jackson. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Is your summer vacation going to be a week at the beach?
Oh, yeah!
That week at the beach could be yours if you win $1,000 on $1,000 Thursdays.
That's awesome.
It's $1,000 Thursdays on WSB.
Your chance to win $1,000 every hour between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Thursdays.
Listen for the keyword.
Put the keyword in, and my God.
At WSBRadio.com or on the WSB app.
Oh, my word.
Get all the info at WSBRadio.com.
$1,000 Thursdays this Thursday.
From 95.5 WSB.
Where Atlanta wins.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home. Now you can save time and make the most money and eliminate all hassles this summer. Hey, Sean Hannity, Mark Spain Real Estate can sell your home with the strongest all-cash offer in the industry and help you move on your timeline. With over 67,000 satisfied clients, you can trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast. Go to markspain.com and start packing.
Belinda Skelton here for Atlanta Vision Institute, and I have Stephanie with me. She's a patient of Dr. Ashraf, and Stephanie recently had the laser optics procedure. Stephanie, why did you have the laser optics procedure?
I wanted to be able to not ever use reading glasses again because I got tired of pulling my phone out of my purse when I forgot them to blow things up, and I just wanted to see.
And how was life after laser optics procedure at Atlanta Vision Institute?
Incredible. I could read the bottom of a nail polish bottle. I don't need my readers, never used them since I've had my laser optics procedure. It's been amazing.
What would you say to people who are on the fence about having the procedure?
Do you want to see?
That says it all, folks. Folks, if you want to see like Stephanie, go to 2020atlanta.com. That's 2020atlanta.com.
The Lloyd Advisory Group has a question for you. Is your retirement inflation-proof? Here's what we mean. In retirement, chances are you're on a fixed income with unpredictable expenses. So how do you not run out of money when the cost of just about everything continues to go up? You inflation-proof it. Financial advisor Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group can show you ways to help fight inflation so it doesn't outpace your income. Call us today at 770-766-5611. Inflation could take a huge chunk out of your retirement savings, but it doesn't have to. With some simple planning, inflation can go from being a major disruption to a minor annoyance. Call Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group now to start inflation-proofing your retirement today. 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Insurance products and services are offered through the Lloyd Advisory Group. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
Hey folks, Dave Baker here with a quick tip. When it comes to garage doors, longevity matters. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta has been serving Atlanta homeowners since 1935. That's 90 years of doing it right, day after day, door after door. Sure, new companies pop up claiming to be number one, but for real trust and experience, there's only one original overhead door, the one with the red ribbon on the trucks. Longevity matters. Quality matters. Call 404-USA-DOOR or visit overheaddooratlanta.com.
Cancer upends your life. We're doing all we can to change that. At Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University, we're reimagining the care experience to ease the burden of cancer. With experts in your cancer and the research, trials, and treatments you can only get here. All so you can focus on what matters most, the best chance of living a full life. Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. Cancer care designed around you and your life. EmoryHealthcare.org/Winship.
Joel, it's Eric. I know some of you are concerned about tariff prices impacting things in your lives, including kitchen remodels. Well, listen to this. You can book an appointment this month with Frugal Kitchens and get the Frugal Price Lock. They will lock you into pre-tariff prices. All you got to do is Google Frugal Kitchens for details, and they're offering 0% financing. You want your kitchen remodeled, you want to add value to your home, you're worried about tariffs, here's your opportunity. Google Frugal Kitchens. Start that kitchen redesign today.
Thanks again, Autumn, for Culture Pop. We'll have more of that this week. Jared, you got what? You got some packages?
Oh, I got lots of packages. Lots of packages for you. Why don't we start with this one? We got a little climate change anxiety package for you guys.
I have that right now.
Oh, everybody feels it because it's so hot right now. It's unusually hot.
More than 40% of adults report climate change is impacting their mental health, according to a recent survey from the American Psychiatric Association. About a third worry about the issue on a weekly basis, suggesting it's a significant source of stress. Dr. Gregory Scott Brown says the research shows people with children and younger adults express the most anxiety.
People who have longer perceived futures are worried about fires and floods and other natural disasters.
It's something Antonina and Will Pattis are concerned about as they think about where to raise their daughter.
One place we are considering is the West Coast, but we do have to worry about wildfires.
Psychiatrists say if you're experiencing climate anxiety that's preventing you from living your life, it's time to reach out to a mental health professional.
Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Thank you, Jared Hill.
Thank you. Appreciate
CBS News, New York. Listen, if you're overly obsessed about this kind of thing, you do need to seek help.
You absolutely do, because no matter what part of the country you live in, no matter what part of the world, there's always going to be...
Not in Safeville.
It's true. Where Safeville is the one exception.
Autumn?
I'm afraid of chupacabras.
Yeah, well, good thing you don't live in Texas.
Okay.
And you don't have any goats.
Oh, what about skinwalkers?
Where they live, skinwalkers could be anywhere.
They're in the woods, especially in the Appalachians.
I have anxiety about cryptozoological beings. Like Bigfoot.
You got to be careful.
Y'all, a Bigfoot video went viral on TikTok. If you look close enough, you could see him throwing rocks at the cameraman.
You did. You saw it.
I did. I saw him pick up a rock, and he done throwed it at the guy taking the video. Y'all, that video, and don't forget, Bigfoot Con is next weekend. Get your tickets now. And if you look real hard at this video, you're going to see it.
You can see it. You can see it right there.
Bigfoot exists. I seen 2 of them up in North Georgia one time.
By the way, I actually just asked Gemini what the safest state to live in. Apparently, Delaware is the safest state.
You got it right, pal. Super safe.
It experiences the fewest natural disasters with only 13 declared emergencies since 2004. Since 2004.
You can fall on the beach. People come pick you up off your bike.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Your wife will take care of you till... Oh, geez, man.
Followed by Michigan, then Vermont, Maine, and Ohio.
Ohio, nothing bad ever happens.
A lot of these are
Ohio.
boring.
Exactly.
Hey,
I don't live there.
What's wrong with Ohio? You got a Bob Evans on every corner.
You got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Like she said, boring.
Yeah.
Well, you do have the Guardians.
Yeah, the Guardians
the
would be fun.
Bengals, the
Yeah.
Browns, and other things.
I don't know what those are.
Well, the Bengals and the Browns are football teams, and the Guardians are a baseball team that used to be called the Indians. And you also have the Reds.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, yeah. See, that would make her uncomfortable. The
Oh.
climate. And then you're close to Lake Erie. You never know when that's going to explode.
That's right. I hear it's like 40,000 years late of exploding.
Yes, it's
that close.
You're there by the caldera. It could explode, and then you're in for it.
Chupacabras are going to come from the lake too.
It's too cold for chupacabras. But you got to worry about. Well, listen, because of climate change, chupacabras now live in hurricanes, and the more hurricanes there are, the more chupacabras there are.
That
I don't
makes
even
sense.
really know what a chupacabra is.
Yeah, it's a goat sucker. or
Is that what
something.
it is? That's what it means?
Yeah, I
Because I knew it
think
had
so.
something to do with goats. I didn't know it meant goat
Yeah,
sucker.
I think it like sucks their blood.
Oh, well, hey, listen, you're a person and you don't own goats. You have nothing to worry about until they move on
Okay.
to dogs.
I'm just afraid of house centipedes. That's what I don't want. I don't like that. I found another one of those in my house today. Those things are disgusting.
Are those
man.
silverfish?
No. House centipede. Imagine if your eyebrow was walking. That's what it looks like. A house. The what was that? The one
Reduce
that you
the intake of acid.
The house centipede is like a moving eyebrow.
Not a silver. You're saying a silverfish.
Silverfish is like the kind of
they have longer hair.
Right.
And
but they're both disgusting.
Hippies.
I saw one in my bathtub earlier today. I was like,
another one, huh? Time to call the pest service, Jared.
Apparently.
Hey, Alex Williams is tracking the brake lights through downtown.
That's right, Tim. You're stacked in heading northbound, 75-85 northbound coming up from the airport. You're going to slow from Highway 166 Langford Parkway up past Freedom Parkway. Southbound delays, not as bad as we would expect, but you are going to see the delays from the 85-400 merge, making your way down to 17th Street, and then really just on and off the brakes as you travel from there down to I-20. Speaking of, what are we looking at on I-20, Andrew Seco?
Debris cleanup still blocking the right lanes. It looks like here in the Jam Cam I-20 westbound right at 285 exit 67. We're on and off that pedal all the way back to the Mall of Stonecrest. You may want to use Covington Highway to get in and out of the area. Save yourself a little bit of time. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Belinda for the board-certified plastic surgeons at Marietta Plastic Surgery. They have a very exciting program that might be the perfect fit for you. Introducing the Aesthetic Vault, a curated members-only program for those that prioritize elevated self-care and personalized beauty. Enjoy exclusive perks, preferred pricing, and the freedom to apply your monthly bank towards the treatment you love, all for $149 per month. As a member, you'll receive 10% off med spa services and retail products, a complimentary consultation, skin analysis, and either a dermaplane or peel every year. Be among the first 100 members to lock in a lifetime monthly rate of $129. But you must call Marietta Plastic Surgery. Call 770-425-7575. That's 770-425-7575. Or visit MariettaPlasticSurgery.com. Terms and conditions may apply.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cybersecurity must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through July 21st, new customers can get started with 300 megabit internet and Security Edge for $69 a month for 24 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, find out how to get a $500 prepaid card for your business. Call and switch to Comcast Business today. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
What you walk on in your home should be wonderful.
Hi, I'm Michael, proud founder of Authentic Hardwood Flooring. Your summer vacation is going to be awesome, but coming home to those floors won't be. While you're gone, let our highly trained installers transform your space. Just imagine coming home to beautiful new floors. Our promise is to make your flooring process painless. Our focus is to make it perfect.
Authentic Hardwood Flooring offers high-quality craftsmanship with an exceptional customer experience. AuthenticHardwoodFlooring.com.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call 404-390-4000. That's 404-390-4000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. news, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, 2 DeKalb County auto mechanics weren't just working on cars. The feds say it was also a major drug trafficking conspiracy.
This auto repair shop put the car in cartel. Atlanta U.S. Attorney Teddy Hertzberg says traffic stops of 2 mechanics from this shop found a jaw-dropping amount of drugs.
If you were to look at those photographs, you would see bags upon bags, clear bags of crystal methamphetamine laid out for yards, because we're talking about a ton of meth, a literal ton of methamphetamine.
Hertzberg says the investigation continues as the arrests of Jared Thompson of Snellville and Daniel Santana Lopez of Mexico may lead the feds higher up the cartel chain of command. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
96 degrees in Atlanta. Do storm chances ramp up this week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Thieves target Beyonce's music just days before her first show in Atlanta.
I got hot sauce in my bag. According to an Atlanta police report, Beyonce's choreographer and one of her dancers had parked their rental vehicle at a deck near the Krog Street Market last Tuesday. And when they came back about an hour later, they noticed that the vehicle had been broken into. Stolen out of the black Jeep Wagoneer were laptops and hard drives containing unreleased music, concert set lists, watermarked music, videos, and other sensitive information. Police say there is video footage of the break-in, and along with some fingerprints as well, the investigation into this theft is continuing. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
With the new school year starting soon, more than 20 states are suing the Trump administration over frozen funding for school programs. Georgia is not part of the lawsuit, but State Senator Rashawn Kemp says this money is vital for success in our schools.
I'm calling on the Trump administration and the Office of OMB to release these funds, stop playing games, and let Georgia's children learn and districts prepare.
Georgia School Superintendent Richard Woods also calls on the Trump administration to release the money to ensure the success of our students. It is All-Star Week in Atlanta. If you need a break from the noise during tomorrow's All-Star game at Truist Park, there's a new space where you can go.
22 other ballparks have sensory-friendly spaces for fans, and Braves Haven is the latest. The new sensory room at Truist Park is located on the Lexus level, and it will provide an opportunity for fans to decompress. Danielle Badesi, Vice President of Community Affairs for the Braves, says,
a space where you could kind of come, gather yourselves, and really take that little check-in break and be able to return to the game.
It's part of $4 million in legacy partnership projects with the MLB ahead of the All-Star game. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Fans will pack Truist Park tonight for the Home Run Derby. The Braves' Matt Olson among those competing. He replaced Ronald Acuna Jr. The All-Star game is tomorrow night. President Trump says he'll punish Russia if there's not an end to the war with Ukraine.
I'm disappointed in President Putin.
During a meeting today with the head of NATO, the president threatens new tariffs on Russia if there's not a deal to end the war in 50 days. The president also announces a deal with NATO to send additional U.S. weapons to Ukraine. Major ice cream makers in the U.S. agreed to eliminate artificial food dyes from their products by 2028. FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty Makary says they want food manufacturers to have options.
We want natural dyes to be available to food makers and ice cream makers.
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. makes the announcement today and thanks the manufacturers for getting on board with his push to eliminate bad dyes from food production. Now a WSB Money update. Tomato prices could rise sharply this week. Money reporter Kelly O'Grady says a decades-old agreement with Mexico ends today.
It's the tomato suspension agreement. The White House felt that it wasn't fair to farmers here, that they were dumping, essentially selling lower-priced tomatoes into our market. So that's going to go away, possibly a 21% increase. That's the tariff.
It is now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it is live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Toughest part of 285 getting around Truist Park region is the westbound outer loop. 285 westbound just bunched up right there around I-75. A lot of that is where 75 ramps into 285, as well as all those people trying to exit off onto Cobb Parkway. On the south side perimeter, we're in the clearing stages of this left lane crash in Clayton County. They're about to pull away 285 eastbound, the outer loop at I-75, exit 58. You're slow back at Riverdale Road, and a stall in Stockbridge in the center lane, 75 northbound at I-675. How are we looking through the heart of the city, Andrew Seco?
Still looking at the volumes, 75, 85 north and southbound. We're seeing the brake lights from East Point through the heart of downtown all the way up past Midtown. Southbound delays starting as you leave Buckhead, and Service Street trouble around Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Northside Drive, Centennial Olympic Park Drive, and MLK Junior Drive seeing heavy heavy delays from tonight's Beyonce concert, so seek some alternates if you're heading in and out of downtown. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy, hot and humid this evening. Sunset just before 9 o'clock. Temperatures still in the upper 80s at that time, eventually cooling into the mid-70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, heating up to a high of 94. Then watching for scattered rain showers and thunderstorms to develop with the heating of the day. Some of these storms may produce torrential downpours that could then lead to localized flooding. Wednesday and Thursday, partly cloudy with isolated pop-up storms, highs in the low 90s. Friday, partly cloudy with scattered storms in the afternoon, high near 90.
Right now, 96 in Loganville and Smyrna, 91 in Union City. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
I see his fingers are in the air. Bill Caiaccio, thank you. It is hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine. And you know, Jared, I was thinking, it is very awesome to see an old friend, a hero, return to the cultural zeitgeist. And I'm talking about a certain kind of hero. Dexter Morgan is back. Remember Dexter Morgan?
I don't.
You never watched Dexter?
I did. Dexter.
The lovable serial killer.
Oh,
Dexter.
yeah. I did watch. Oh my gosh!
Yes.
Wow, it's been a long time.
Yes, well, he managed to survive getting shot in the chest in the last season, which was horrible, and now he is back, and it's a lot of fun. Dexter Resurrection.
Now, is this going to be in Florida as well too? Because I remember
he's in New York City now.
I was dating a girl that was obsessed with Dexter at the time, and like
he's cuddly, lovable.
Casually watched it, and she made me go down to Miami to go see like where the spot where the bodies were.
Well,
and I'm
good
like,
thing you broke up with her.
Yes, she was obsessed with it.
Yeah, that's a little obsessed.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right. You know, and I told her it's a TV show. It's not. They're not real. And she was like, no, but this is where it happened.
Oh, why'd you have to ruin it for her, Jared?
I know.
Come on, people, you want to go watch like some football thing where some football thing happened. You don't ruin it for the person.
Yeah, that's right. This is where they killed all the football
is
players.
life. Ball is life.
The Bay Harbor Butcher. No, there is another superhero back, and his name is...
He's a misanthrope, he has a dark heart, and he needs a good psychiatrist. New York. It's Greg Russ with stories from Studio B1.
Hello, Greg Russ.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Dexter, the first 2 episodes of the new series are pretty good.
Yeah, I watched both of them back to back. I don't usually do that. And very rarely do I want things to be bingeable, because I don't like to do that. I like to, I like that anticipation. But I wanted to keep going. So you watched them. I'm glad to hear that. I'm not the only one.
I watched all of Dexter. Unfortunately, getting past season 5, it was pretty bad.
Oh, it's so rough. 6 is okay, but definitely 7 and 8 are garbage. And then the one where he's in, I don't know, upstate New York.
That one was okay. Then it got weird near the end.
Yeah.
Look, the whole premise is pretty ridiculous.
It is.
I think this new season's really going to lean into that with apparently some league of serial killers.
Yeah.
That he's going to infiltrate.
Well, you have to breathe new life into a franchise. Unlike Star Wars and Marvel.
I mean, do you have to? You can also not rehash everything.
That's true.
At least with as much as we like to take a dump on the new Star Wars stuff, at least with Andor, that was pretty good, and Mandalorian was good. At least some of the
season of Mandalorian.
And if we're doing, you being a baseball fan, Jared, if we're doing averages here, it's not good.
No,
it's like
I agree.
182.
Star Wars. It's definitely below
182.
Definitely below the Mendoza line. You're absolutely right. So there's no doubt about that. But at least they have some wins to put. It's not like they've been all failures altogether.
No.
Yeah, the only things that have been wins are things that get away from the original characters.
Right. And more importantly, who cares? I'm like totally. God, what did I just say? That
I'm like totally.
I'm a fan of the first 3 Star Wars films. I think that the holiday special that George Lucas buried, but you can still watch on YouTube, is better than most of the stuff that Marvel has put out in the last couple of years, or Disney has put out in the last couple of years. Yeah, it's
never
really
seen
good.
it.
But there is a hero who has returned to theaters, and Greg saw the movie. So you saw the new Superman movie, which had a great opening. It totally dominated the box office.
It did, and it was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
I'm
not one of these people that is so into Superman that I had any preconceived notions going in, or, angry. Some people are angry.
Why would anybody be angry about it?
just in general, because they have you have the Snyder fanboys,
Right.
For example,
Oh,
who
yeah.
can't let it go, who are just rooting for this movie to fail, even though Gunn and Snyder are friends,
Right.
in real life.
Now, Zack Snyder is a good director, and if you watch his cut of Justice League, you're going to watch a much better movie than if you just watch Justice League. But the Man of Steel and some of they were not that great.
No, I also if you read about what he wanted to do with his Justice League and all those characters, it seems like it could have paid off, and it just wasn't set up well. I feel.
Right.
It took a long time to get anything going in that series, in that franchise, and obviously the box office results were poor. So
Yeah.
the studio said, "Forget this."
Well,
We're
I
done.
toyed with the idea of taking my son to see the latest Superman movie, but he's only 4, and I don't know that. Like, if I were in a movie theater and somebody was in there with a 4-year-old and they were talking the whole time, I would be mad. So then
Maybe do like a matinee or something then?
Even then, there were too many people going to see it this weekend for that.
I don't think he would be interested.
Yeah, that too. But I will tell you, I did watch the 1978 Superman with him, and he was really into it. You know that beginning part where the helicopter, Lois is in the helicopter, and the helicopter, he kept saying, "What's wrong with the helicopter, Daddy? What's wrong with the helicopter?" Superman saves Lois Lane's life, and all he at the end of that, he goes, "Is Superman going to fix the helicopter?" Which I loved. So I told him, yes, he's going to fix the helicopter and everything else. But
At what age do kids get to the point where they can sit through a full movie and grasp it? That's
Well,
not a cartoon.
It depends on the kid, because I feel like Pete sometimes still can't do it.
Well, it's different for our generation because when we were younger, we didn't have a screen that was constantly scrolling new things. If you wanted to watch something, you had to pay attention to it. The first movie I ever saw in a movie theater was King Kong, the 1976 one, which is
Oh, I was like,
unwatchable.
what?
The first one I ever saw.
Yeah.
No, it was the King
I was
Kong with
fresh back from the war.
Jeff Bridges. And it's a terrible movie, but it's, I watch it now for nostalgic sake. And then I saw Pete's Dragon in the theater.
Oh, I loved Pete's
And
Dragon.
I was probably like 7 years old. But I had the ability to do it because by that time, in the 70s or even the 80s or early 90s, you were watching things that you had to pay attention to. He'll watch something that's a minute and a half long or 5 minutes long, and that's about enough because he'll say, "I'm ready to go outside now." So I can't imagine him being in a theater for 2 hours.
It'd be tough to be in a theater where you're contained like that. It's a little cold in there, and then
No, he
he's
won't
going to be
care
asked,
about that.
He's going to ask questions the entire time. So
Why is it dark in here? Why am I eating popcorn? Why can't I do this? And why is that person talking?
Why can't I run?
And I love all those questions when we're watching something together, but if it's just the two of us. I heard
Well,
that
it's nice. You're a thoughtful parent, because a lot of people do not care if their kid is interrupting the movie.
Oh, I know. I've been in there with their babies crying or, just constantly talking. I saw that.
It's as if though they double down. We
Yes.
decided to come to this movie. We're getting out of the house, and I do not care. That is not going to change depending, or nothing that you do is going to get me out of this theater. And I don't know, when you're there trying to watch, not this Jurassic Park, but the last one, and the
Yeah.
kids obviously so bored, and the parents just keep saying, "Look, dinosaurs, look, dinosaurs," and the kid doesn't care about the dinosaurs. Maybe you should take the kid out of
Yeah,
the
the
theater.
kid wants to go home. The worst experience I've ever had wasn't even with a baby. It was a kid that was obviously younger than 10 years old. I went and saw Passion of the Christ, which is an intense movie.
Whoa.
It's a very intense movie.
That is incredibly intense.
And this woman was sitting in front of me with her child. I swear to God, this kid was under 10 years old. And while Jesus is being flayed and flogged and tortured by the Romans, this kid is laughing at it. So I just had to get up and leave.
Wow.
Because it certainly wasn't funny, but
No, it's a
but the kid
strange
shouldn't have
reaction.
been. Yeah, it is, but also it might have been the kind of reaction. Well, you don't know what else to do. You're just laughing because you're a kid. That's pretty horrific scene in that movie.
No, yeah, that's terrible. I'm sure that it was some sort of we need to teach him about what really happened.
Yeah, no, I just think she needs
on.
something to do with
Come
her
on,
kid.
honey.
So the
Let's go
movie
see Schindler's List.
Well,
Exactly. Yikes.
I saw people get up and leave Schindler's List, but they just didn't like the violence.
Yes.
Fair.
Yeah.
So the movie, though, it's getting a lot of good reviews. They were saying last week, all those reports that come out now before a franchise movie comes out. Well, it's woke, or they said this, or they said
not.
that. It's not. That's what I've been hearing. And that the coloring
all.
is beautiful. It's like almost a comic book.
Yeah, and that's the whole vibe, not just the aesthetic of it, the story itself, the way the characters carry themselves. It's a comic book. It's fun.
It's fun.
Okay.
And that's what a comic book movie should be. There shouldn't be some overall theme. He's not flying around going, "We got to stop MAGA," and shooting at the White House with his laser.
That's what I thought the whole time. That's literally what I thought the plot was.
I'm going to be General Zod in the sequel, coming back from the Phantom Zone, and I'm going to... Go ahead.
Some of it was born out of what? The comments that James Gunn made that Superman's an immigrant.
Yes.
Which, I guess, yeah, sure, he is.
Yeah, from another planet.
But
he's got to go back.
People isolate that soundbite and they apply it to today's political climate.
Right.
And that's what they run with.
Yeah.
I don't know what the context surrounding that comment was. Who cares?
I
If
think
he's
he
an
prob-
immigrant.
yeah.
He's not an immigrant. Who cares?
He might have just said it to drum up free publicity because that's what they get out of that stuff, free advertising, the whole shebang. So
I know.
And then,
go ahead, Greg.
What was the other thing? There was another point. Oh, the truth, justice.
Oh, in
and
the American way. Yeah, they got
and
rid of
now
that
it's-
before this movie, though.
Yeah, and again, who cares? These
Exactly.
these movies also do play to a worldwide audience at this
Yeah.
point, and you don't want to alienate any of those people because you need all their money.
Yeah, in 78 it didn't do that. So, hey, Alex Williams says there are delays on 285 through Sandy Springs.
I think just some merging madness where all those new collector distributor rents come in, Tim, but 285 westbound nonetheless slows from Ashford Dunwoody over to Roswell Road. Then just tapping the brakes if you're heading over to Truist Park, getting through the I-75 interchange. You're jammed up on the exit ramp to Cobb Parkway with all that pressure trying to get into the Battery and Truist Park for tonight's Home Run Derby. Elsewhere over on the east side, 285 southbound, still seeing the collection of brake lights between Tucker and Clarkston, leaving I-85, but improving once you get down past East Ponce, exit number 40. I think we got some better news with some incidents we've been watching on the south side, Andrew Seco.
We do love some better news as you're rolling through Stockbridge. Our crash is completely cleared. All lanes back open. 75 north at 675. Exit 227. Brake lights still back into McDonough, but they will dissipate with time. Already a better ride that we've seen most of the afternoon. And second trouble spot. Long-standing crash is cleared. All lanes back open. Delays looking a whole lot better. 285 east, the outer loop at I-75. Exit 58. This is sponsored by the Georgia Aquarium. This summer, experience bioluminescence and all things light during glow nights at Georgia Aquarium. Save $10 after 4 p.m. Just go visit georgiaaquarium.org. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
We've all been
Jam
there.
starting at Langford Parkway.
Counting the minutes before we know we're going to be late because we couldn't count on a traffic app.
Jammed from I-85 down towards Ponce.
There is one thing you can count on. Triple Team Traffic on WSB.
Stay slow once you're inside the perimeter as well.
We know the highways. We know the streets. And we know the shortcuts.
75 northbound heading up to Cobb County through Marietta and Kennesaw.
And all you need to do is listen.
More experience.
More reliable. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Hey friends, is that knee, hip, or shoulder pain just not getting any better? Are you stuck in a cycle of steroid shots and now they're talking about surgery? Before you go down that road, hit pause for a second. Hey, it's Mark Aram. I want to tell you about something that helped a lot of people get their lives back without more meds and without going under the knife. It's QC Kinetics, leaders in regenerative medicine using treatments like advanced cellular therapy and platelet-rich plasma, all designed to actually help your body heal itself. Game changer. Real results that let you move easier and live better. Listen, it doesn't cost anything for a second opinion. I want you to learn more about something that could be life-changing. A licensed medical provider will go over your x-rays or MRI and see if you're a good fit for these breakthrough treatments. Call QC Kinetics today. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026.
Speeding while driving gives you less time to react. Another car could turn out in front of you. A pedestrian could be walking their dog. Follow the speed limit to keep them safe. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
All right. Mr. Greg Russ, do you have any stories from Studio Big? Studio B1. you
Big
can
one.
share?
Oh, I
Yes,
like that.
It is a big
one.
The
You
big-
mentioned this last week.
Yeah.
And as a person who posts videos online, I know you're into some content creation. YouTube is going to start grappling with the AI slop that's
Good.
being posted nonstop.
Good. It has gotten bad over there.
But YouTube has a different tactic, or they're combating something that Meta isn't dealing with right now. What is that?
Well, YouTube says they're going to demonetize, and I don't know how they're going to get the algorithm to factor this in. looking at this article to see if there were any specifics. It seems like you know something that I don't. and
No,
you're
no,
trying to
no.
get me to tell you.
Is
so.
it the faceless YouTube? Because I toyed with doing these until I found out that you're not going to make any money doing it. But the faceless YouTube channel where you're just doing history and you're just throwing up the AI quote unquote.
I've seen
There's
those.
tons of them.
I'm sure that those ones would be under that umbrella, but it's good that they're going to demonetize them because it was getting cluttered. And YouTube, much like any of the other sites out there or any of the other social media sites out there, once you start getting one of those videos, you start getting another one, and then another one, and then another one, and it's like, it's so annoying. So I'm happy that they're going to.
Well, when you get that on TikTok, you can tell it to stop doing it.
Yes.
You can't on YouTube. I was trying to block Coco Melon last night. It won't let me do it.
Well, so the low effort is what they're going to crack down on. AI can just blatantly rip off something that already exists.
Yes.
Or I know you've sent me some examples of really bad jokes, one-liners that just have AI people sitting at a table telling the joke to one another.
Right.
And for whatever reason, that garners hundreds of thousands of views.
And there are a couple of YouTube channels that are done with AI, from the voice to the animation, but the writing is human, the editing is human, and there's actually a story. One of them, I'll just say, Neural Viz is one of those channels. It's hilarious, and it pokes fun at our modern culture. It pokes fun at conspiracy culture, and it's really good. But like Greg is saying, there is a lot of garbage.
That's why they don't want to crack down on it just for being AI to begin with. It's also interesting since Google is on the forefront of AI animation.
Yeah.
As long as it's their AI, then they're okay with it.
Sure.
Their AI, they'll make sure to get to the front of the line. But your AI, no.
But I don't necessarily know that if even if they're using their platform, their engine to create bad AI.
Yeah.
They do want there is a world. I think people realize there's a world for AI in the wider realm of content that we all consume, because you can create good things with it. I feel as though I could always write something, but I have no animation illustration skills at all.
Right.
And these days you could put visuals to something that you write. I think that would be nice.
If you're willing to
Now,
spend the money.
Yes. I still can't really figure out how to do that, because a lot of these AI generators only give you, Google's is 8 seconds a clip. I think you can get up to 20 seconds a clip.
Yeah, how do you make a movie doing that? Unless you have first of all, you have to have the processing power, the ability to write the program or find a clone program, and to be able to write all the prompts. Then you might be able to do it yourself.
It would be a lot of work. And it would be really frustrating, because just to get the visual that you want, how many times are you running prompts? Because you're making small adjustments each time.
Yep. It's almost as if it's easier just to hire somebody to act and edit and shoot, and you get all the takes you want. What's that?
I think it'd be a lot easier just to keep putting in prompts, especially if you've paid for the software. You just keep asking it to change, make this into that, and then it gets close enough, and you're doing low quality content anyway.
Have you done this, Autumn?
No,
I
don't have.
You get tired of it.
You get very quickly get tired of it. I get tired of it when I'm trying to make an AI song. I have to do 300 versions just to get a classic banger like Summer Guy or Mid Hit.
So in that case, what you're saying is that it really is truly easier at that point just to get some kind of band that's hungry that would actually
It's much easier.
go in studio.
No way it's easier. Honestly, I know what you're saying, that it gets frustrating to continue those prompts, but how am I going to go out, find a band, record them, mix it properly? There's no way.
Just go drive through a neighborhood.
You gotta
go find a
pay.
little neighborhood band, a little garage band.
Yeah, you got to
I'm
pay.
not going to pay. I'm going to keep asking it questions and make it do things.
Or you go to ChatGPT and go, I'm not getting what I want. Can you help me write a better prompt? Sure, here you go. Boom. And then that works.
There you go.
Depending on how much money you can make off of this, it could be worth. That's what people are after right now.
Yes.
They want to monetize it.
Okay.
So if you take that away, how many people are going to continue to do it? Sure, some people want the likes that possibly come along with it.
No, if you're not getting paid for it, they're not going to do it.
And I think that's the best way to combat it.
You see a lot of it on TikTok, but I think they do a better job of filtering it out. Instagram, especially Reels, no, they don't do anything to filter
there
it
is so much AI on there now, and I think Meta's just because they're kind of lagging in the AI or just in the content race altogether.
Well, they want to shove it down your throat.
They're like, please give us more content. Give us content to still so we can catch up with the other guys, the big
and
dogs.
Apple doesn't even have to worry about it because they're not even in the AI game yet.
No, and
not yet.
Maybe when they get into it, though, it'll be super easy, and you won't have to pay an arm and a leg for it.
You think that's what they're waiting for? It is
No,
kind of
I just think they're
strange.
behind.
I think they're going to
But
integrate
why
OpenAI.
are they so
Oh,
behind?
wait a minute. What'd you say, George?
I think they're going to integrate OpenAI.
With Apple?
Yes.
And what does that mean?
They would just use the engines and large
Oh,
language
I see.
models that
Okay.
they've created already.
Yeah, but you have Meta. They will now say when you're using Facebook Messenger, Meta will now say, "Do you want AI to write your response?" No, I would like to get this out of here. I'm not lazy. I can
I'm
write
sorry, I
somebody
can't
back.
do that.
No.
I have that option all the time for emails, and a lot of, even in things that don't matter so much in a quick email. I don't want AI writing it.
Sounds good.
I like my. Well, those prompts have always been there.
I know.
Great, wonderful.
All right, stick around, Greg. We got to take a break. Alex Williams says it's still slow through downtown.
Yeah, we're still watching the brake lights, Tim. 400 southbound, a little sluggish, leaving Lennox Road, trying to get down where it really slows, right at the 85 400 merge. 75 stacks in around Northside Drive. All those brake lights filtering into Midtown. 75 85 southbound stays on and off the brakes all the way down to I-20, with northbound improving slightly, but we are still slow. 75 85 north through downtown University Avenue as you make your way up past Peachtree Pine Street toward Midtown. How are things looking on I-20, Andrew Seco?
Moving a little bit better, Alex, east and westbound, leaving the Mall of Stonecrest. Still have some brake lights taking you from Wesley Chapel Road towards Evans Mill Road. That's exit 74. And a little bit of a stoppage spot here, leaving Lithia Springs 20 eastbound. Just some scatter brake lights taking you from Thornton Road towards 285. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hi, I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and for over a decade, I've trusted America's Best Choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks. They've built their reputation on quality craftsmanship and honest pricing, and I've seen firsthand how they put customers first. That's why I proudly certify them for windows, doors, siding, and decks. And with ABC's 3-way warranty, which includes my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, you can invest with confidence.
That's right, Dale. When the summer is hot, America's Best Choice will keep your home cool with premium energy-efficient windows starting at just $299. For year-round outdoor fun, take 10% off a custom deck. Transform the look of your home with new siding and doors that blend beauty with performance. No pressure, no gimmicks. Go to abcwin.com to schedule a free in-home estimate today. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Hey y'all, Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care, and I'm not gonna cry in this commercial, I hope. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I am so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. It's all because of the incredible caregivers who came to see them every day. I am so grateful to Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company that vets and hires every single one of their caregiving specialists. They don't have contractors. They're not some national corporation. They are simply the best here in Georgia. And a lot of you have asked me about my journey and if home care is right for your aging parents. I'll tell you what I tell them. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
You know kids will ruin your life, right? Especially if you're a garage door. I mean, babies are adorable, don't get me wrong. But after that adorable phase where they barf and poop on everything, they turn into a cheap garage door's worst nightmare. Whacking tennis balls against the door all day, up and down every time they ride a bike. You dreamy young'uns might have the energy to start a family, but that rusty avocado green aluminum garage door that came with your house is too old for this jazz. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Modern, insulated garage doors are built to stand up to family life. They resist dents, they don't ring like a gong when you whack them with a puck, and they go up and down, super quiet, as many times as your kids change their minds. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll treat you like family.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top story, thieves steal unreleased Beyonce music in Atlanta.
That's my stuff, yes, if I bought it.
Atlanta police say someone broke into a car rented by Beyonce's choreographer and one of her dancers at a deck on Krog Street days before her first show in Atlanta. Among the items missing, hard drives containing set lists for this concert and upcoming shows, unreleased tracks, and video footage. The break-in was captured by surveillance cameras in the area. It is 95 degrees in Atlanta. Will it be a stormy week? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. The Fed sees a ton of methamphetamine in DeKalb County.
There are 2 DeKalb County auto mechanics who had been indicted by my office for trafficking approximately 2,500 pounds of methamphetamine from a auto body shop where they were working.
Atlanta U.S. Attorney Teddy Hertzberg says 41-year-old Jared Thompson of Snellville and 39-year-old Daniel Santana Lopez, who's undocumented from Mexico, face a combined 8-count indictment. Hertzberg says the government is committed to eliminating cartels in our community. A teenager is facing charges after he's caught trying to sneak contraband into a cell at the Fulton County Jail South Annex. While making a security round, a Fulton County Sheriff's deputy nabs 19-year-old Daharius Tolan in the act. After a search of the jail cell and a bag in Tolan's possession, investigators find a number of items, including nearly 700 grams of suspected marijuana. The Cobb County Major Crimes Unit is investigating an incident at the Vegetative Waste Landfill on County Services Parkway. The body of a man was found there. Police aides believed he was struck by a piece of heavy equipment. With just weeks until the new school year, there's a new push to send Georgia federal education money that's currently tied up.
With the days counting down to the start of the school year, State Senator Rashawn Kemp, a former high school teacher, is calling for more than $200 million in education funding to be released to Georgia. That includes millions for after-school programs.
This is an education issue, it's an economic issue, and it's a moral issue.
He says if the funding is not released, the governor should call a special session to make up the shortfall, something that the governor's office says is not being considered at this time. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
And more than 20 states are now suing the Trump administration over the frozen school funding. Georgia is not among the states suing. Georgia arts are getting a financial boost of more than $1.3 million to be spread out across nearly 50 counties.
The Gwinnett County Public Library Foundation is one of the recipients of a $5,000 project grant, with funds going to a birthday celebration for author Jane Austen.
This will be her 250th birthday.
The library's Duffy Dixon says Austen novels will be given away.
No, one book per person. We're going to let people, we have a spinning wheel, so you're going to spin for a title. That said, if you already have that title, we'll give you a different one.
The celebration begins August 1st. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
As the Braves host the All-Star Game tomorrow, Truist Park becomes the latest park to add a sensory-friendly space for fans overwhelmed by noise. The Braves' Danielle Bedacy on the goal of Braves Haven.
A space where you could kind of come, gather yourselves, and really take that little check-in break and be able to return to the game.
More than 20 other stadiums now have access to these spaces. Access is free, and they plan to put a limit of access to 15-minute intervals. The Pentagon is teaming up with Elon Musk, among others, as it accelerates the military's adoption of AI technology.
The Pentagon's Chief Digital and Artificial Intelligence Office says it will grant contracts to Alphabet's Google, OpenAI, Elon Musk's xAI, and Anthropic. The exact dollar amount was not disclosed, but the agency says each contract will have a ceiling of $200 million. The contracts represent a significant revenue stream for AI companies, which have been looking to expand their reach into the public sector. The Pentagon says it's applying a commercial-first approach to speeding up the adoption of AI. I'm Bloomberg's Erica Herskowitz for 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins now with Alex Williams.
Quick check of the ride to the northern suburbs, Bill. 85 northbound. Slowest part of that ride is between Dorville and Norcross. You're bunched in with all that merging madness from 285 on 85 northbound. Passing 285 as you make your way up to Indian Trail, 316 east and westbound. A few brake lights into and out of Lawrenceville around Sugarloaf Parkway. 400 northbound, tapping the brakes in Alpharetta at Windward Parkway. And I-75 has been behaving very nicely all afternoon, even though you add in that extra pressure with everybody heading to Truist Park in the Battery for the Home Run Derby. How's I-75 on the south side of town, Andrew Seco?
Not as nice as the northwest, but we're not doing too bad. Just a little bit of leftover volume. 75 northbound, seeing the brake lights from Highway 155 up towards Jonesboro Road, exit 221. From the Coolway Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy, hot and humid this evening. Sunset just before 9 o'clock. Temperatures still in the upper 80s at that time, eventually cooling into the mid-70s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, heating up to a high of 94. Then watching for scattered rain showers and thunderstorms to develop with the heating of the day. Some of these storms may produce torrential downpours that could then lead to localized flooding. Wednesday and Thursday, partly cloudy with isolated pop-up storms, highs in the low 90s. Friday, partly cloudy with scattered storms in the afternoon, high near 90.
89 in Dunwoody, 95 in Midtown Atlanta, 91 in Noonan. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Steel Horse Law knows your bike is made of steel, but your heart is made of gold. SteelHorseLaw.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2798. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey friends, is that knee, hip, or shoulder pain just not getting any better? Are you stuck in a cycle of steroid shots and now they're talking about surgery? Before you go down that road, hit pause for a second. Hey, it's Mark Aram. I want to tell you about something that helped a lot of people get their lives back without more meds and without going under the knife. It's QC Kinetics, leaders in regenerative medicine using treatments like advanced cellular therapy and platelet-rich plasma, all designed to actually help your body heal itself. Game changer. Real results that let you move easier and live better. Listen, it doesn't cost anything for a second opinion. I want you to learn more about something that could be life-changing. A licensed medical provider will go over your x-rays or MRI and see if you're a good fit for these breakthrough treatments. Call QC Kinetics today. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026.
Greg Russ is joining us for Stories from Studio B1.
I like Big One. Stories
you do
from
like
Studio
Big One. Yeah.
One.
I heard that about you. Do you have any more stories, Greg?
Yes, Elon Musk has shared a SpaceX video. He insists that starships will take humanity to Mars. He gives a timeline, kind of. Somebody asks, do you think this will happen in our lifetime? And he says, yes. So that's the timeline.
Yes.
Our lifetime.
Yes, our lifetime. We're definitely going to go to Mars in spaceships. And nobody will return, and they'll all wither and die on the red planet.
I think all Elon has to do is find enough people that are just upset with their current situations here on Earth and get an opportunity. Like, let's say you get paid a ton of money to do it.
Yeah.
And maybe they didn't
Or
have...
your family does, because you're never going to be able to spend it on Mars.
Probably, but like almost like a...
Unless they have pop-up shops and stuff.
Maybe.
They will, because it's going to be a full civilization. He wants 1 million people to go to Mars. SpaceX's goal is to launch 1,000 to 2,000 starships every 2 years to transport people and cargo.
That's ridiculous.
For the permanent settlement. So you'll get that pop-up shop. You'll have record store day. It'll be just like life here.
You're going to have to send robots there
100%
to build the infrastructure for the people to live in, or that's not going to work at all.
And then to get that many people to buy into it, I think you'd have to pay them, number one, a ton of money to do it. But I think look for the people that are looking for a second or a third chance and send them.
Prisoners?
I don't think you have to go prisoners. I don't even know if you have to pay people if you cover the costs at
Yeah.
first. Because if you're just looking for 1 million people on a planet of 8 billion people, you can find those million
Sure.
people. I don't think it would be that difficult if you said, hey, we're going to provide everything you need. You
I
just
bet-
go for us.
I bet George Clark would go. Would you go, George Clark?
No.
No?
No, I
I
wouldn't go to
thought maybe
Mars.
you'd be one of those guys that might go to Mars. Would you go to the moon? Their little moon city.
Yeah, sure. If we can get there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't think we've ever gone there?
I'm not sure.
I'd go.
You would
I
go?
Would go? I wouldn't go early.
No.
I wouldn't want to be one of the people responsible for building the place. But
Yeah,
if
once
it
it's
was
already established,
settled-
you want to make sure that the Auntie Anne's pretzels is already there before you get there,
Yeah.
right?
I want to go to the movie theater.
Yeah.
You know.
Would they have first run?
The global box office expands to Mars.
Yeah. And then we'll be catering to the Martians. That's what that show, The Expanse, is about. Is first they go to the moon and they build a city, and then they build launching pads, and then they go colonize Mars, but everything is underground.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, because you can't live on the surface of Mars. So this idea that you can somehow terraform
Biodome.
it. Or a biodome, yeah. But even then, that what if there's an earthquake or a Marsquake?
But Matt Damon showed that if you just put a bunch of tents on Mars, that you can get your own oxygen supply that way and grow plants.
Potatoes.
Yeah,
That's all
potatoes.
he-
That's right.
Yeah. I saw
All
that
he
movie.
had to eat.
I don't remember anything about that movie other than that he ate potatoes.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater and then quickly forgot all about it.
Well, there's space movies. They come out in streaks like that. There were a
Oh
couple.
yeah, there were
of-
2 Mars movies.
Right, they came out at the exact same
What's
time.
the other one? I have no clue. I don't remember at all.
I remember it with. I know Interstellar was later, probably 10.
Well, Interstellar was a better film.
Oh, 100%. Well, much better. And then, but it came out at the same time as the. I want to say it's Elysium, right? That was the one where it was like the rich were living in this city off of Earth, but that came out at the same time. It seems like space movies intentionally come out in streaks of like 2 or 3 to the theaters.
Yeah, Star Wars came out, and then they made Star Trek: The Motion Picture, which was horrible. I mean, beautiful, but really boring.
Well, now you're going to have Project Hail Mary, I think it's called. That's the same person who wrote The Martian.
Andy Weir.
Andy Weir.
Yeah.
So, what is Project Hail Mary about?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, George.
Glad we brought
But
it up.
I did hear that if in the trailer there's like a massive spoiler that everyone that read the book was like, how could you include that in the trailer? I didn't watch the trailer.
Well, if you didn't read the book, how would you know it's a spoiler?
I guess that's a good point, but people were outraged.
Oh, yeah, people get outraged about everything. I'm outraged that I won't be able to go to Mars in my lifetime.
Well,
you can go in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Musk said yes.
Okay, thank you, Elon. I don't believe that.
And you and Elon are, basically he's a little younger than you, so you guys are basically the same age, Tim. So there's a chance. There's
He's
a
younger
chance.
than I am. I hate that. Don't remind me of stuff like that.
There is a chance that you could go to Mars, my friend. There's a chance.
So I'm not going. I know it's certain death.
At least you've got more money. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I wish. I wish. What other stories do we have about things that are never going to happen?
Well, I was going to give you a brief breakdown in the timeline. This wasn't from
Yeah,
the same
please do
article.
that, yeah.
But 2026
Okay.
is apparently when we're going to be sending the first unmanned missions to Mars. That's
right.
next year.
Okay.
Next year.
Didn't we put a rover on it?
Yeah, I know, but
Does
this
that not include
private.
Oh, okay. So this is a government unmanned mission.
Yeah.
No, this would be
No. What I'm saying is,
I see. What
yeah, SpaceX is private, so whatever he's going to do, whatever
Gotcha.
experiments he's going to do, will be the first time a private entity launched something to another planet.
And then if the uncrewed landings are successful, human missions will begin as early as 2029, though it's been acknowledged that 2031 is more realistic. And it's also been acknowledged that challenges will probably arise, and that's probably going to be 2033. So that already, before we even get to the unmanned missions, the goalposts are being moved. And then in about 20 years, around 2050,
Okay.
25
so live
years,
to be 70. All right.
a self-sustaining city on Mars with a
Love it.
million inhabitants.
Wonder what the name's going to be.
Mars City.
Inhabitants.
X.
Oh, it will be X, exactly. It'll be Mars X.
Yeah, Mars X. And I own the planet.
Muskville.
Yeah.
What is the place in Texas called that he owns? SpaceX land?
I didn't know he changed the name. He bought a town or something?
He did buy a town, and he did change the name of it. Let me see if I can look it up.
I didn't know that he owned a town. But it makes sense if he's the one providing-
Starbase.
Starbase. Oh God, I live in
It's a
Starbase,
SpaceX town.
Texas.
So if you work for SpaceX, you go live in Starbase.
I think I would call it by whatever it was called before, just like I call X Twitter. Just because he comes in and changes everything doesn't mean I have to call it that.
You can refer to it as Boca Chica.
Yeah, Boca Chica.
No, it's Starbaseville.
Star Chica.
Do you have time for another story?
I don't know. Do we have time for another
Yeah, I
story?
mean, go ahead and do another one.
AI nudify websites are raking in millions of dollars.
I've never heard of such a thing. Have you?
These are no, I
Yeah,
have not.
yeah, what are these?
I have no clue what these things are. They sound absolutely disgusting. They actually are, because you're taking pictures of people who exist against their will and creating photos of them naked.
Yes.
Or, in lingerie or something.
Well,
Which
yeah.
I don't know what you get out of it. That's AI generated.
Oh,
at that
I did
point.
this to you. I don't
It's
know.
not real. But
It's not even their body.
Well, it's
no,
an
that's what I
approximation.
mean.
Yeah.
It's a cartoon at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like it's a computed guess of what the person would look like without clothes
Close
on.
enough.
What is this? Where do you find this? On incels.com?
There are a lot of bots on Telegram
Okay.
where they, there's a big crackdown on these, but they just keep popping back up, and obviously they're raking in.
How did they make
millions
money?
of
They charge
dollars.
you? They charge people to do this?
Yeah, you have to buy.
Oh,
depending
tokens
on-
or whatever.
Yeah, tokens, tickets,
Okay.
whatever they want
Right.
to call it, and usually it's through Bitcoin, so you have to be able to understand that whole ecosystem. Which,
Yeah. Well, good
which I
thing I'm a
don't.
Luddite and I don't know how to do any of that stuff.
I think Melania Trump's initiative about revenge porn and stuff had that included as well. Was like the AI recreations of people.
It should. What's the what?
Yeah, you don't benefit anything from this except for making other people uncomfortable, and that's not good. That's not good at all.
Yeah, we don't want to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah, especially Alex Williams, because he's checking trouble on I-20 in DeKalb.
Yeah, might have a new trouble spot in DeKalb. You're correct, Tim. I-20 westbound just before Wesley Chapel Road. Still keeping things interesting on I-20 westbound with brake lights starting right around Panola Road, exit 71. On the West Freeway, I-20 east and westbound. Also seeing a tap of the brakes, but it's cleaned up nicely. That tap of the brakes comes to you as you make the commute to and from Fulton Industrial Boulevard, exit 49. What's the story through downtown Atlanta, Andrew Seco?
Volume starting to thin out, 75, 85 north and south. We still have a couple of brake lights either direction. Northbound, they catch you leaving University Avenue up towards Freedom Parkway. Southbound, we're still in 85 proper, getting you onto the connector and slowing you all the way down towards I-20 exit 247. This is sponsored by the Georgia Lottery. Now you can win big with Powerball drawings every Wednesday, Saturday, and now Mondays. Play the new third Powerball drawing today. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
What would you do with $1,000 this summer?
Hotel, pool, week at the beach, cabin in the woods.
Whatever you want to do this summer,
WSB has $1,000 to make it happen.
Thank you. $1,000 Thursdays gives you the chance to win $1,000 every hour between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. I am
so excited. Listen for the keyword at 9, 10, and 11 a.m. and 12, 1, 2, and 3 p.m.
Enter the keyword at WSBradio.com or on the WSB app. Within that hour,
You could win $1,000.
No way. Is this a joke?
Get all the info at WSBRadio.com.
$1,000 Thursdays.
This Thursday from 95.5 WSB, where Atlanta wins.
Summer is stacked with festivals, ball games, concerts, and special events. Our roads are already jammed. Mix in these crowds of partiers, things can really get dangerous. Hey, it's Smilin' Mark McKay. If a negligent driver crashes into you, don't go it alone. You need the guys I trust, the strong arm, John Foy and Associates. With zero upfront costs, they'll protect your rights and your wallet against big insurance companies that want to pay you as little as possible. Call 24/7 for your free case evaluation. JohnFoy.com.
You know kids will ruin your life, right? Especially if you're a garage door. I mean, babies are adorable, don't get me wrong. But after that adorable phase where they barf and poop on everything, they turn into a cheap garage door's worst nightmare. Whacking tennis balls against the door all day, up and down every time they ride a bike. You dreamy young'uns might have the energy to start a family, but that rusty avocado green aluminum garage door that came with your house is too old for this jazz. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Modern, insulated garage doors are built to stand up to family life. They resist dents, they don't ring like a gong when you whack them with a puck, and they go up and down, super quiet, as many times as your kids change their minds. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll treat you like family.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
Mo better.garage.com.
Cancer upends your life. We're doing all we can to change that. At Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University, we're reimagining the care experience to ease the burden of cancer with experts in your cancer and the research, trials, and treatments you can only get here. All so you can focus on what matters most, the best chance of living a full life. Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. Cancer care designed around you and your life. EmoryHealthcare.org/Winship.
It's our 20th anniversary at North Georgia Replacement Windows, and we're celebrating with our biggest sale in company history.
It's Ted and Jonathan. For a limited time, save 25% on beautiful Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows and doors.
Celebrate with us and upgrade your home's energy efficiency, comfort, and curb appeal. Window and door shopping made simple.
Hurry, 25% savings ends July 31st.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah.
Summer is peak hosting season, right? Don't let a grimy house keep you from having company over. It's Chris Chandler, and Wise Guys Pro Wash got my place clean and bright and guest ready in just one day. They handled everything, house and deck, driveway, even my dirty roof, and their soft wash kept everything safe. No paint peel, no damage, just clean. If you got people coming over this summer, be sure Wise Guys Pro Wash comes by first. Mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off at wiseguysprowash.com. Book now before they fill up.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Greg Russ, I want to thank you for providing us with stories and entertainment the previous 50 minutes. But I have to, pardon?
I want to call it that. Entertainment, sure. I'm happy to have done it.
Well, I was very entertained. I hope other people were entertained as well. You know, Jared's been trying to tell this story the entire show, so I'm going to let him do it.
Oh, that is not true. Don't you set me up like that. I'm curious.
He had something unique happen to him. Let him share it.
Because Greg, I mean, you've been in radio for a long time. I mean, you did your days at 99X. Tim's been in radio for a long time. George, you and I are kind of the radio babies here. And when I've been asked for autographs out in the wild before, and that's very cool and very humbling. It's really cool to get asked for your autograph. But I've never had somebody do this before. I was out in the lake with one of my buddies on Saturday, and I'm leaving Pelican Pete's on Lake Lanier, and another boat just starts shouting at me like I was assuming I was going to hit somebody or something like that.
Hey, Jared!
Just like that. Hey, Jared, what's going on? And then they shout, "I love you!" And hey, can I get an autograph? And I'm like, first off, number one, it's 2025. Autographs are kind of an odd thing to give nowadays. Obviously, happy to give an autograph anytime it's asked for.
But you had a Sharpie.
But no.
Conveniently had
no.
Where was it?
That's the
Where'd
thing.
you keep it?
That's the thing. Where am I going to keep a Sharpie on a boat?
Well, I have a couple of ideas.
And I had no pen, nothing to send to the guy, and he ended up DMing me on Instagram later, and obviously, like, I DM'd back, and I apologize for not being able to sign anything, but I'm trying to figure out what I should do. What is the right thing for me to do to help this to
sign something and mail it to him.
I guess, yeah, that's probably the right thing to do. Is just send something to this listener for literally
a
like
headshot. You have a headshot?
Probably. They're old.
You can write "Keep it cool."
Yeah,
sign it.
Hey. But I was just curious. Like, my genuine question for you guys was, I mean, what is the oddest place where you've been asked for a selfie or an autograph like that? Because out in the lake, like, I'll run into
girls
people.
are fun. Only certain people remember that place.
I never went into that place.
I never did either, but you always saw it when you drove down that road.
Northside Drive.
Northside Drive, yeah. Girls are fun.
That would be
When I had the fake radio name Decker, there were people who wanted autographs sometimes. And so it's weird enough to sign an autograph, and then you're signing a fake name without a last name and something that I didn't have an official signature for. So I just wrote it in print. And whenever I did that, I always thought, this is going to be put in a drawer.
Yeah.
The person's not going to think about it for 20, 30 years. They're going to find it one day and say, what the hell is this?
You've never been walking down the street in New York? Hey, Greg Rush, can I get your autograph?
That would be very strange. Somebody knew me from the show in Atlanta here.
You'd have to sign on it.
In a Costco in Canton, Georgia. Woodstock, actually. Somebody recognized me.
You'd be amazed at how many people are, I guess, intimidated would be the best word to describe. Like when they see any kind of radio personality or TV personality.
I think it's because they're not sure with radio.
Yeah,
is it that I don't? Maybe it's that person.
Social media and of course the streams and stuff have made it easier. When people come up to me,
especially Jared,
and
public.
When people come up to me in public and say, "Hey, man, I really love the show," I talk to people for a little bit. I go, "Hey, if you're not following me on social media, let's connect."
I love that too. I love when people actually make the approach. A lot of times, especially if I'm doing like a neighborhood where I'm when you're jumping from bar to bar hopping, they often catch me when I'm the most inebriated then, but it always ends up being
I didn't
fun.
know so many old people went to the bars you go to.
Well, listen, we got listeners of all ages here on the Von Hessler Doctrine.
I heard from a 29-year-old last week, said they love the show.
How about that? And thank you, listener Jeff, by the way, for the shout out in front of your family too. It was great, and I will send you something.
Oh,
So-
Jared's holding up a sign. I got to mention my socials. You can find me on X if you want to go there at whatever it is, at Tim Andrews here. I don't know, whatever it is. And at Timstagram here, and I'm also on TikTok and Facebook. Just search for that. Greg, you want to share yours? No, he never does.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jared.
I'm at Jared Yamamoto, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X, all the different places. Look for Jared Yamamoto. I guarantee you I'm the first one that comes up.
Thank you, George Clark. Thank you, Greg Russ. Thank you, Jared Yamamoto. And thank you, Autumn Fisher. The music saying that we have to go. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Shelley